Okay, so
I'm
now you
watching
should
it.
start seeing it really soon now, because I just pressed the start streaming and it's been authenticated. Now I have stop streaming. That's a good sign. As an option. And what can I do in the meantime? I can go to XSplit and recover some of my things so you aren't just watching the screen.
Right.
So you should be watching the YouTube screen right now. I think I'll wait and make sure that that's what you're watching.
All right, it's started. We're live now.
And it's on week 4 San Diego Surfers. It's the YouTube
Yep.
screen, right? Okay, let me
Yep.
get back then and put the real stuff on.
All right.
Which is on Play Chess Online, right? It's this one. No, Play Live Chess. We've got. Now, did that switch it already? Probably did, right? Yeah, that should have switched it already. With a little delay. You should now be seeing a board of some sort.
Not yet, but I'm sure it'll come on in a second or two.
A few more seconds than I thought. I thought it was about 20. Maybe it's more like 30. Or maybe I didn't do it right. All I did is put this on the top, which I think is what you're supposed to do. I could even get rid of YouTube at this point, I suppose. But I don't think I will until we know what's going on. Didn't come up?
No, it's up. It's up. We've got a board now.
As a board. Okay. Now we need to do what? Contact them to do an interview, or try to put a few boards up now, but they won't have started yet, right?
No, they won't start for another 15 minutes. I'm going to try to get.
They won't even be up there.
To get some of these guys' Skype usernames so we can add them in on the call.
Oh, and I've got those. I've got those.
Oh, you do? Okay, great.
Yeah. So you want me to call them?
That would be.
I've got those. Yeah.
Here, let me.
Should we call them right now? I guess we should. We're getting close.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. Let me do that. Wait a minute. I was supposed to be printing these pages. What happened? That's the one that has all the stuff on it. Okay, Skype. Yeah, I'm surprised things are taking so long here. It's good. We need to start pretty soon here, don't we? Okay, on Skype, I just took those names down from Keaton, and we added them. So there's Melik, there's Michael. He was one of them, right?
Yeah.
To start out, it was Michael and Josh. And I've got them both right in front of me here. So who should I call first? Josh?
Sure, let's do it. I think he's ready to go.
Let me quickly get these things I'm printing out up because I'm going to be introducing the show at some point. I guess actually I should introduce the show before I talk to him. But I'll call him first and say they put him on a hold. It's not much of an introduction. I'm not really going to say much until they're off, and then I can talk about who's playing.
Okay.
So to do that, I should call him, which would be now. I don't want to take you off. Add to group call. There we go. Let's give it a try. See if he answers. I don't hear anything. That's not good. Oh, there it is. I do hear something, but I don't hear the ringing. Do you hear ringing? Oh, my
phone. I hear something. I hear ringing, I think.
Hey.
Hey, is this Josh?
Yeah.
Hi. This is Kyron and I, John Watson, and we're calling about doing a interview.
Yeah. About that, Keaton actually told me that probably would be 6:25-ish, and Michael's going before me, so.
Oh yeah, he just announced that, huh? Okay. That's fine. You're live right now, by the way. Don't say anything mean. And
of course.
Okay, we'll hang up on you and call Michael instead. Okay.
All
so
right.
how do I got to make sure I don't hang up him.
I can just end it myself.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that would be nice too. Okay. Got it. Okay, let me call. That's right. Everybody's listening to this, aren't they? Okay, let's call. Hopefully, everybody's listening to this. Michael. And add to group call. There we go. Yeah, there we got him. Michael?
Hello.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, Michael.
How's it going?
Kyron's online with me. This is John Watson, and we're just going to say a few things for everybody out there listening, who hopefully people have started to listen. This is the week 4 of the San Diego Surfers season in the Professional Chess League. It's the Surfers versus the San Jose Hackers. But before the match started, and I'll introduce all the players later, we are going to make a really brief interview with Michael Brown and also Josh Shang. We've got Michael Brown on right now, and just ask him for his thoughts about the match and what he feels about the team. And I thought I might ask you first, Michael, if that's okay, just what age you were when you started playing chess.
Oh, I was 6 years old. That was a long time ago, really. Actually, it's a little old, I would say. It's for some standards, but it was just an after-school thing. Picked it up, saw a flyer, thought it was cool. Been playing ever since.
So you played at school first. Did you play at a club before you played online, or did you start with a club play or tournament play?
Yeah, second grade, I started playing some local tournaments, and then I got introduced to all the other good stuff. Books, more books, then tournaments.
There
Awesome.
we go. Books. I thought nobody read books anymore. Okay. Um,
Not anymore.
I wondered, what do you think your best result in chess has been so far?
Best result. I have to say it's a tough question, John. I've been a participant in the World Youth Championship many times, 4 times. I was playing against some of the top players, juniors in the world. Recently, I got my international master title,
There you go.
and I
So
got
you
my
have-
third norm at Chicago.
So all three norms are pretty terrific results, obviously, right? So those are
Yeah.
that'd be
I
good
had to
answer.
go out with a bang though. I beat a super GM to get my last norm.
Who'd you beat?
Yu Yang Yi. I think
Oh,
he's currently
geez.
leading the Gibraltar Festival right now.
Yeah,
So
he is. He's tied for first. He's also very famous and one of the.
That's a
What
big
is he?
name.
Probably he's in the top 20, right, in the world, easily.
something like that.
Yeah.
I just know that I beat one of the best players in the world.
Oh yeah, he's been in.
Piece of cake, you know.
With black too, right?
Yeah, with black. That's you want to know a fun fact about me is that I have never beaten a GM with white in a standard game.
Wow. Well, we're going to change that tonight. Oh no, this isn't standard.
No.
Yeah. We'll change something about it.
We'll change something about it for sure. Kyron, do you have anything to ask?
Yeah, of course. So what do you think about this team we're facing tonight, Michael?
San Jose. There's been a lot of bad blood between us for the last week, ever since we figured out the pairings. But
A lot
I
of
think
trash
it's-
talk I've seen.
I think it's going to be a good match. They've got a really good lineup, very solid. They've got Mamadov and Azoria at the top.
I saw that.
But I feel like our lineup is also very, very solid. There might not be any Dreyev this time, but we'll make up for it.
You've got Azoria in the
Awesome.
first round, and you're white, so you're going to at least win with white against a top grandmaster in a rapids game, right?
Well, I did beat him with black. That was the hard part.
Okay, there we go. Oh, you beat Azoria already, and was it a one of these games like last year? Or?
It was a standard game actually in
Wow.
the North American Open.
Wow, that's really saying something for the listeners. Yeah, we're talking about a almost 2600 player. He may have been 2600 right then. He's 2592 officially, but that's way up there. So that's a great win.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's see. So what other interests do you have outside of chess? And I guess talk a little bit about yourself. You're at BYU. What year are you? What are you majoring in? All that.
Yeah, I'm calling from Utah, not from SoCal right now. Unfortunately, I didn't luck out there, but yeah, I'm going to college at Brigham Young University. I'm a sophomore right now, studying applied math and economics, and it's going good. I guess some interests. I've been never hear this from a chess player. I'm trying to go to the gym a little bit.
Nice.
Just try to get some of those girls watching, and it's college. I mean, I gotta do something other than chess. Chess doesn't get you all the attention you want. So
Awesome.
Good. That's great.
having fun up here.
Cool. What?
Cool. Do you have any other questions, Sean?
Maybe one quick
Yeah.
one, although we don't have
Alright.
much time. We need to get. Although he wanted us to wait till 6:25 anyway. So I guess I'd ask, do you have any goals in chess? Now, right now you're in school and you're working like crazy, I'm sure, and it's good to just even get your hand in at this point. But when you get out,
Oh, John,
yeah,
13 years and I've had no goals. Nah, I'm just kidding. My goal is it's just like most others. It's to become a grandmaster.
hmm
I was half a point away from a norm in the last tournament I played, and the tournament before that I was 1 point away. So, I'm trying to get closer to that GM norm stuff, and I'm also 2466 FIDE currently.
Wow. So if you do
Fantastic.
get the norms, you're right there. You only have to go over 2,500 once. So
Yeah,
You're right
I just
on the
need
edge.
I need 3 good tournaments. That's it.
There you go. Wow.
That's my goal.
That is impressive. It's going to be hard to do while you're a student, but hopefully you'll get there anyway. What year are you in school?
I am a sophomore.
Okay.
This is my 4th semester here, so.
Is there a BYU Pan American team or something like that, the collegiate team or?
There's been talks, but if we were to go, there wouldn't be a very strong team. I would probably outrate Board 2 by 1,000 points. So.
Wow, but it'd be fun.
Yeah,
So it
would be fun. I wish I could go. I've heard it's a great time.
Yeah, definitely. I can attest to that. After 4 years straight, it's been fun every time.
Sweet.
All right. Well, we're going to kick you out because the round's about to start when we need to get Josh in for his little mini interview. And
sure.
Hopefully we'll talk to you later. You could come on after the match, I'm sure. After the match.
Hopefully with some good news. Beating a GM with white.
That's it. If you win, you have to come on.
That would be awesome.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Michael.
All right. Take care, Michael.
Okay. Let me quick call up Josh. We got him before. Now it says he's away, but I'll try it anyway. Maybe he's avoiding us. Hello?
Hey.
There
Hey, Josh.
he is. Hey, Josh.
All right.
It's us again, and this is Josh Sheng for everybody who's listening, and we're just going to ask him a few questions because he's about to start playing, right? So we'll just give you a few quick questions. What I asked Michael, I guess. One thing is, when did you start playing? When was the first time you played a game? How old were you?
I was probably I was 7 years old. It was in 2nd grade. Just found it in after-school program at school.
Okay, so you started with after school. Did you go to tournaments before you went online, or did you go to a club before you went online, or did you just go right online?
Yeah, I started with a club. Yeah. Yeah, I just played a little bit when I was about 8 years old. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And I guess I asked him. This is a tough one. It's kind of a weird one, but what's your best result in chess so far?
I don't know. I've had some good ones, I guess. Right now I'm an international master, and I didn't get that the conventional way with the norms. I've been traditionally not very lucky with those. But yeah, at a North American Junior Championship, tied for first there and got the title. So that was pretty good, I think.
Where was that? Where was that held?
Dallas.
Excuse me.
Sorry, where is that?
Dallas last
Dallas.
September.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also the Washington International this year was pretty good. I would have gotten a norm, but didn't play enough foreigners. Keaton knows all about that.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely is a problem playing in this country. A lot of times you get that foreigner thing sort of interferes at the last second. Okay. Hey,
Yeah,
Kyron, you got some questions for Josh?
Yep. So, Josh, what do you think about this San Jose Hackers lineup you were facing this week?
I mean, neither of us really brought our strongest lineup, but we're both really strong teams, and I don't know, this is going to be a fun match.
Yeah, definitely.
They've got Mamedov and Azoria. How much stronger can they get?
They didn't bring Mamedyarov this week.
Oh, Mamedyarov himself plays? Mamedyarov plays for the team? Oh, how scary. Yeah. How absolutely scary. I'll bet he's particularly good at quick chess, too. He's got incredible tactical eye.
Good thing he's in Gibraltar.
Oh, right. He's in Gibraltar. That saves us, yeah. Yeah, I don't even see him among the leaders, so he probably should have played. He probably should have played with the Hackers.
Yep.
All right, one more. How have you thought, playing with the San Diego Surfers, how's that experience been, I guess? How do you like being a part of it, and how do you think that this pro chess league and this team-based competition has been changing chess?
Oh, well, I mean, I haven't played that many games, actually, just 1 week. But it's been really fun, just organizing stuff with everybody. And, and for the league itself, there are definitely some kinks that need to be worked out. Like where to find the games after. And,
I know. They're there. Yeah. It just takes forever, yeah.
Yeah, I actually have no idea where to get them. But yeah, overall, it's just very cool. Just know that people from all over the world are playing, and it's just It's a really great experience.
Awesome.
Super.
Well, yeah, you can actually get the games on This Week in Chess downloads. I think they're all being put in there.
Oh, they're there. They're also on the site if you look long enough, because I found them finally, but it just takes a little while. So guess what? You've got 2 minutes to prepare for your game, so we should let you go because you've got to get set up, right? I think it starts at 6:30, doesn't it?
Yeah,
6:35 actually.
Oh, 6:35. Oh, good. Okay, so you have 7 minutes. Oh, we might as well ask you 4 more minutes of questions. No, I'm just kidding. But oh, I know. I asked before. I asked Michael, what are your goals in chess? Do you have any goals in chess?
When I was a kid, when I was younger, I really wanted to be world champion, but that's probably not going to happen now. Yeah, I guess I just want to be GM before I go to college. That'd be pretty cool, I think.
That'd be pretty amazing, yeah. Yeah,
that would be pretty cool.
Among a very elite group, at least in the United States, right? There aren't many GMs that are GMs before they get to college. Just a few, right? That would be.
So Keaton's telling me that the match starts at 6:45, so we have more than enough time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh well, maybe ask something else. What do you have a chess teacher?
Yeah.
Is he secret or?
Well, not sure I really want to, but
okay.
I'm just gonna say it. My coach is Gregory Kaidanov, the greatest coach of all time.
Okay. Well, at least if he's listening, he's not gonna be too mad at you for saying that. So, cool. And are you able to play as much as you want, or is school using a lot of your time?
Yeah, definitely. School's really annoying.
Gets in the way of chess.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been completely okay with being homeschooled, but it's whatever, I guess. Nothing I can do about it now.
What grade are you in at this point?
I'm a junior in high school, so 11th grade.
Oh, so you're getting into applications and that kind of thing, or you have to think about college at this point. Yeah,
unfortunate.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe Kyron can talk you into joining.
Oh yeah, I know all about the application process. It's
yeah.
All right. Well, I think we should let you get set up and start thinking about the match, and we need to get set up too. We need to get our board set up. So, Kyron, did you have anything else you wanted to ask?
No, I think we've covered some good ground. Good luck today, Josh.
All right. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
Best of luck. Go kill him.
Oh,
okay.
Take care.
Okay, that was fun.
Cool.
He hung up already. Okay, now let me see. So what are we looking at right now on the stream? Can you tell me?
We've got a partially cut off board of Sabrina Gutierrez playing black.
We're in the right place. That's good.
We're on the right website.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so let me get back to that website, and I think I'll get rid of YouTube. I have no reason to be on YouTube. Is that correct?
Yes. All right, I can do the monitoring.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess until 6:45 we don't have much to do because we can't really bring up any.
Oh, you know what we do need is what's the new link? Just as I turn my YouTube off, is it on there? No, probably not on yours. Well, you can.
Yeah, I just copied. I sent it to you.
You could text it. I wonder if you could text it to Keaton, because Keaton always wants to know what
the
I
gave
current link is.
Oh,
you did? Okay, so everybody knows.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, do we have anybody on chat or anything like that? I guess I should get on, since we've got a little time here, I'll get on YouTube on my other computer so that I can watch what's happening. And you can take over. Oh, we can introduce the match as a thought. And
right. Okay.
I've got all the names and all that, but you can let me get to YouTube though. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? I think.
Yeah, there's some people in the chat. You could. So for the watchers, we have the San Diego Servers are 3-0 playing against the San Jose Hackers, who are 2-1. But on paper, it seems that the San Diego Servers are a little bit outrated. I think John has all the official players and ratings lined up.
The players, I don't have the ratings, but I think it was within a few points, actually. I think
Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was that close.
Well, maybe it depends which round, because Keaton's playing in round 1 and 2.
Right, okay.
For us, and then after that, he's replaced. At that point, we have Craig and Melik. So I don't know how that works out. I noticed at the bottom, though, they give average ratings, and we're pretty close, actually. They have a fourth board who's fairly low rated, and that brings them down a little bit.
Okay.
maybe we should talk about their team is Faik Alexerov. And they're playing the same team every round. We're switching around. He's not titled according to this, and he's about a 2300 player. At the top we have GM Rauf Mamedov, who's a grandmaster, very strong and experienced grandmaster. We have Zvayad Azoria, who's and by the way, Mamedov is GM Mamedov. Azoria is Azoria 123. You'll see those things on your screen. And another very experienced and strong grandmaster. And third board is I am Kostya Kaviutsky, who is well known for his work in Los Angeles on the Metropolitan Chess organization, and has gotten his IM rather quickly and is sort of moving straight up. And then I don't know anything about Faik Alexerov, but Kostya's chess.com name is Hello Kostya, and then Faik Alexerov is Alexerov. And then for the surfers we have Melik Khachiyan, Keaton Kira. By the way, that's GM Melik. Keaton Kira is Keaton 87. Josh Sheng is J Joshu. Michael Brown is Michael Q2D5. Oh, we should have asked him what that meant.
It's queen to d5.
He
loves putting the queen on d5.
Oh, he loves.
If you remember, actually last week, his winning tactic against Sigan was queen takes d5, the one that we missed.
Amazing.
I know. I should have mentioned it.
Yeah, I do remember
Totally
that. As black, he played that and he won a second pawn. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, and Craig Hilby is the nom factor, and San Diego's done incredibly well. Craig's done extremely well. Michael's done well. Josh did well when he played. So we have a tremendous results on our so-called lower boards, and Malik's only played one match, and I think he did quite well. I don't remember exactly what his score was, but he did real well. And so that's the introduction. The first round is Malik as black against Alexerov. Keaton is black against Kaviutsky. Michael Brown is white against Azoria, and Josh Sheng is white against Mamedov. So we have the most extreme contrast in the first round, I guess would be one way to look at it. And we have sort of clear favorites in the first round. But luckily we have the right colors. Yeah, because Michael's outrated by a couple hundred points almost, and Josh is outrated by, oh my God, 300, almost 300.
Yeah, but it's rapid. Anything can happen.
It is rapid, and they've been playing extremely well, and they're white. It doesn't hurt, and so they probably won't get bowled over in the opening or something.
And we actually had Albert Liu take down Tarjan with white last week, so
that's right.
It was a domination there. So
that's right, and we have about a 220-point lead on the first board, and a 110 or second on the second board. So you're right. Overall, they must be averaging higher than we are. It must be. But not overwhelmingly, but just enough to, theoretically might matter, but we'll see. Now, I should start I can't put boards up until they're listed here, right? I wonder when they're listed about maybe 5 minutes before, or when do they, or do they just only
I think they just pop up as soon as the game starts, so...
Well, hopefully, let me see if I'm following all these people. I should do that. If I follow... do I have them all? Yeah, Melik. Oh, they're all there. They're all sitting there. So that's cool. So let me just see if I can just follow them. Yeah, apparently you can't. Okay. When you follow, you have to refollow every time. I didn't realize that. I thought I was already following all these people. But I logged on again, so now I need to follow again. Okay. There. And I'm following them all, so hopefully they'll pop up when it starts. So, Kyron, how about you? What's going on with your collegiate experiences? How did you guys finish?
Oh, our Columbia team at the Pan Ams, we finished rather poorly. Actually, we sent two teams. We sent an A team with an average rating of maybe 2350 or so, and a B team with an average rating of maybe 2150. And our B team actually scored better than our A team. So.
And you're all in the same group, right?
Yeah. We didn't have to play each other, luckily, but. It was a little bit of a disappointment following our Final Four advancement last year. So, but it's always a fun tournament. It's really great that that's being put on every year, and I think it's getting bigger every year too, which is great for the future of chess.
Yeah, it was kind of a dead event for a little while. Not dead, but not very little publicized, and now it's become more important again the last 5 years or so. So people really pay attention to it. So that's kind of cool. What else should we say about this match? Is there anything else really to say about the match? Things will
Well,
go by
what-
pretty fast. We've got a new technique where I'm going to try and get all the boards up at once, so it may look a little awkward at the beginning, but I'm going to try and pop up all 4 boards at once. We haven't done that in the past, for those of you who've already listened before. And that way you'll get to watch all the games and not be dependent on us flipping from one to the other.
us missing the big tactics and all that.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Plus, maybe if you're watching, someone will notice, oh, that game's really changed dramatically. Oh, that's right. Here's the chat. Now I've got the YouTube up so I can see the chat. And,
Oh, we should get Craig to go on.
well, Craig was supposed to get on later, according to Keaton. Keaton
Okay.
has him scheduled for after the first 2 rounds, I guess. He's gonna come.
Well,
on.
so Keaton
And
just
Melik's
posted in the
gonna come on
chat.
at the end.
Okay. Keaton posted in the chat that he'd like Craig to hop on and maybe help commentate for a round or 2.
What? Oh, okay, we could do that, but it's already. Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty jealous of our commentating corner here.
That's true.
It's kind of an honor. It's kind of an honor for him to come on. No, sure, I'll call him up.
All right,
see.
let's
And
get
I
him on
do
for
have
maybe
it-
a
I
few
do
minutes at
have it.
least.
I do have his thing. Well, I was just kidding. He can definitely come on. Hopefully, we won't step over each other's toes, right? Well, I thought I had him. Oh, he sent me a request. Oh, okay, so I don't have him already. So let me see if
All
I
right.
can find that. That should be under recent. I don't.
So for
have-
those of the viewers, we're getting FIDE Master Craig Hilby on to come talk to us a little bit about how he's doing, and he's I think he's
Keaton,
scored.
We're just kidding, Keaton. We're going to let him on. I don't have a request in front of me though. Maybe I should look him up. Is he listed under his name? In other words, in my request section, I don't see it. Maybe if I just search for Craig's name. No, I already tried that, and I didn't find it. So Craig, can you just maybe you can put your? Do you mind putting your Skype ID on there? On the chat, or send me something at john.watson62. That's my Skype ID. Because I haven't gotten one.
Let's see.
We'll see.
Well, what else can we say about this match? So I know a little bit. I know very, very little about Alice Karov, their 4th board. Craig says he resent the request, but I know he plays some really offbeat stuff, which might actually be pretty fun to watch. So I think I am pretty excited to see. I think we'll get some exciting positions in this match. Do you find him?
No, I'm just saying maybe you can just give me your or what do I search for in the Skype directory? Do it that way.
Here, maybe I can ask him on Facebook, which is a little bit more private.
Right. Does anybody really care? No, I'm looking at my recent. Usually the requests, pending contact requests, show up on the on this menu, and I'm looking at them. I've got 3 from people I don't know, unless your name is Angela Lavirge or Destiny Elliott or Raven Dominic. And somehow, somehow I doubt that.
Craig just sent me his Skype username. I will send it to you in the chat.
Okay, super.
Real quick.
You mean the
There we
Skype?
go. Not the Skype chat, not the YouTube chat. That would defeat the purpose of
Okay, here we go.
asking him.
Yeah, I definitely didn't get that. Okay, let me.
I guess it's no. Okay. Anyways, I think one time I was sitting next to Alice Karov at one of these tournaments, maybe World Open or Chicago, and he played white, and the opening went E4, C5, A3, G6, H4, and I don't know. It's pretty exciting. I think I don't think that's been played at the top level ever, but
Hey guys,
hey Craig, how's
Craig.
it going?
going well? Oh wow, it's like hearing double because I'm on the broadcast too. Hearing
Oh, don't do
myself.
that. Definitely,
yeah, you should
definitely
mute
turn the
that.
broadcast off. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're
Okay.
doing that too.
All right, I'm good.
Cool. Okay. Well, yeah, we were going to interview you later. We could interview you now, I guess. What time is it? It's 3 minutes till the
it's-
round. It's 3 minutes
Well,
till
he's
the
not
round.
playing rounds 1 or 2.
No, but
Yeah.
we need to start monitoring, right? And we need to
Yeah.
get ready to start.
We
So
could probably
Craig-
do that like in between rounds or something.
So you already know your own opponents, don't you? Like who you're going to get
I
in
do.
round 3 and 4. That would
Yeah,
be.
I got the toughies.
You got Mamedov in 3, it looks like, and you've got
And
Azoria in 4. Yeah, you do.
Azoria.
And
Yep.
you're black against Mamedov and white against, and of course you thoroughly researched these people, right?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe not, but hey, I got it's round
Maybe, maybe
eight.
not.
It can happen.
We'll see.
Hey, you've done awfully well so far, so we're not gonna interfere with
yeah.
any with any possible
I need to complete
preparation.
my collection against Mamedov. I beat him with Blitz once as white. Now I need to do it as black.
Cool.
Just to
That'd be
complete
awesome.
it. You know?
For sure.
Let's hope
He's
so.
a pretty nasty blitz player, so that's a great result.
So what's this
Yeah.
Nom Nom thing? You've got that. What's Nom Nom?
To be honest, I don't know where it originates from, but it just stuck, basically.
Okay.
I think it's
the
supposed
Nom
to
Nom
be like
factor. It sounds like a movie. The Nom Nom factor.
Well, nom nom is like when you eat food and stuff.
Oh. Okay.
Basically, you know, everyone likes food. I like food. You like food. So
I think it's an
basically,
onomatopoeia of
yeah.
eating food.
Yeah.
Yeah, so got food eater on board 4 or board 3, board 4.
hmm
Great. All right, John, you want to start looking for these games? I think we
I am
have 1
looking
minute.
And nothing's shown up.
Okay.
Nothing's,
Yeah,
nothing's
just be aware.
As an
aware, I
automatic
guess.
follow, nothing's shown up. Now that doesn't mean we've had this happen before where things didn't pop up. So let me just look under the events and see if they're listing anybody. Looks like not quite yet. A lot of Gibraltar games, right? Oh, something just came up. Okay.
Melik's on.
Melik's and something else,
Great.
which is I should get rid of that one. That was the other one. Okay, Melik's. Now what I need to do is start resizing these guys, right? And
Sure.
I have no idea how I did that.
Yeah. Just some
Okay.
insight to the Keaton game, by the way. I helped him prep for Kostia by playing like a few blitz games against Keaton, and I showed him this opening, like the G6 stuff. It's
Oh,
pretty
nice.
awesome.
Is it with an early E6 system or
E6, E6 97. Yeah, like no one knows it is white,
Whoa.
which is why I think it's
it's really
cool.
offbeat?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and organize here for a while, so you
All right.
guys keep
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah, so this
It won't
G6 E6
drag.
looks ridiculous because it's just making all the dark squares look
Oh.
weak. But
We may
Yeah.
have a bandwidth issue here because it's having real
Okay.
trouble responding.
are you is this like a hippopotamus transposition or
No,
just
he's gonna play D5 or castles in D5.
interesting? Wow.
He's got Kostia thinking, which is a good sign.
Right.
And,
yeah.
Okay. Aleskarov just moved after like a minute.
Okay. So it looks like in Josh's game we have a pretty mainline
Sveshnikov.
Sveshnikov. Yeah.
Or actually, a collision.
Bishop
It changed into a Kalishnikov.
Oh, yeah.
Actually. It's now a Kalishnikov. Let me get the other games up. Where do we have?
I know
this?
we were expecting
Grigorian
accelerated.
Sigaryan. This is weird. I'm getting everything popping up. That's not good. I'm getting.
Yeah. You can X out of those
Yeah.
irrelevant games.
Maybe. I wish I could see them more clearly, but yeah, Gibraltar Masters games. We're getting tons of them. That's ridiculous. So maybe I should get them from the list. Let me get them from the list. That's got to be better, right? Would they be at the bottom or the
Yeah.
top? Oh, here's Alex
yep,
Surov
there's-
Melik. And we don't have that up yet, right? Okay, so there we go. Oh, maybe
I think it's in your. I think you're already following it. It's in one of your tabs, and you just haven't expanded it yet. So you might have to do
well,
that.
I mean, how many of these do I have to get rid of? How come I'm following everything from Gibraltar, though? See, this is going to
That's
take a while
weird.
to find. Oh, that's probably why everything slowed down, is because it's following everything.
Oh.
Is there a command that says follow everything that was ever done?
I don't know.
I'm going to get rid of this window here and put it over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to. You guys keep talking. It looks like I'm going to have
Greg,
to just
can you-
X
can you
out a million
see,
of these things.
John's share screen on Skype.
Yeah, I can. I also
Okay.
have the games up on my own screen actually,
Okay,
just in
cool.
case.
Great.
Oh, there it is.
There's
There's
the
Melik.
Alice Carroll. Okay.
We got
Yeah.
lucky. Okay. So
I
that
think
one
Josh's
can put up.
rating is kind of funny. 27.
2709,
That's
how'd that
gotta
happen?
like scare people.
Is it because he's like provisional? He's only played like 2 games or something?
Yeah, he played like a bunch of training games with Albert for last week, and he beat him every game. So
Nice.
it's good. Mamedov feels like he's playing up against Josh.
Okay, which game am I missing, folks? Can someone clue me in a little bit? Here?
It's the Zoria one. It's the
Mike
one
versus
in your.
Zoria.
It's the yellow one in your tab. I think over there.
Right.
Yeah, it's
there.
that one.
Really? It is that? Because I can't see
Yeah.
it. So let me just pretend I know what it is. You're right. Wow, good for you.
Michael Zoria.
Okay. And let me put that down there. This now should look good on chess.com. I mean on YouTube, if we're lucky.
I noticed that at some
there.
point when you get good enough, people start referring to you by your last name, like Mamedov and Zoria. But when you're not that good, you still get called Michael or Josh. And
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Okay, let me take a look.
I guess Melik is an exception to that rule.
Yeah, that's true. Because it's just easier to say Melik.
That's true. It's probably just ease of.
Okay, so what I
Yeah.
need to do is move this over a little and extend it.
Let me check the stream, make sure this is looking.
Yeah, it's not quite right. I'm
That's-
trying to move these things over a little bit and see if I can get.
Oh yeah, you got to move them to the right a little bit. Looks like.
Yeah, but that's not so easy right now because
Right.
they're bleeding over.
Right.
Let me do that now. Okay, now is that good? Of course, now the other ones I can't see.
No, yeah, they're a little bit too far on the left. You could also just redo the screen grab on your exploit. If
Wow, something is happening in Melik's game, and I am not sure what.
All right, let's see. So
You guys talk about the games. I'll keep working with this for a second.
Melik's game is the one in the top right corner, and it looks like this is neither of them are thinking. So it seems like this is probably some sort of book. Craig? Did you catch what opening this came out of?
It was a closed Sicilian, knight
Looks like some
C3.
sort of closed Sicilian here.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't look like White has any attack, basically. B2's
Right.
weak, everything's fine for
I'm going to
for Melik.
remove that and start over again.
Right.
That's great.
So yeah, even though Black's
Back.
G6 pawn is missing, it seems like Black's king is relatively safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And he's got some nice dark square control in the center.
yeah, for sure. Out of 4.
Now let me expand this.
Yeah, still, it's probably not too
Okay,
comfortable for
I think
Melik,
I
I
got
guess.
it, folks.
Right, the d5 square is going to be weak perpetually.
How does that
Probably
look?
something like Rook A8 next, try to get over, like,
Okay,
the
stop
queen over
talking
to
for a
the
second.
back.
Tell me how it looks first. Okay. Stop.
Looks
Hold.
looks fantastic.
So they can see every game, right? Pretty much
Not
every
yet,
game.
but that's just due to the delay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay.
And
Popped
then
up,
I
and
will-
now you're resizing it. Okay, yeah, it looks great now. Perfect.
Okay. Well, now I'll join you guys. So what are we doing here? We're talking about which game?
We were
we were-
looking at Melik's game on the top right. So it came out of close Sicilian, looks like, and we were just discussing.
Oh, do you want me to play the moves over? I am controlling this, aren't I? We could quickly
sure.
look at the moves. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot. I actually control the board here, so you guys can't redo things.
So it looks like an early pawn sack on f5 of some sort.
Okay, so we got to close Sicilian. And
Quick b5.
oh, it's the old Rook B8 line, which is extremely popular. This setup is extremely popular for black, obviously. That's funny. I think E takes D5 tends to be more common. Oh, well, he's going to take twice anyway. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What? What? Oh, I see. C6 is hanging. Oh, this is really crazy. What's going on here?
He also blitzed these moves out, so we're thinking that this is probably some sort of book.
Right. Now it's even material, right? Is
Yeah.
that right? Okay. And it's White's move here, and B2 is he's got to take some time to get developed. Okay.
Wow,
he's trying
Keaton
to get
played
to
f5.
Okay, should we go over to Keaton's? Yeah. Let's talk about
Yeah,
Keaton's.
everyone is black is going ham this game.
Now, did you say
like-
you were helping Keaton prepare this? Crazy.
Yeah, move
Oh.
5, Bishop G5 was a new move. I think usually,
Wait,
like-
wait. I'm on Keaton's game.
So-
There's this E6
Yeah.
on the fourth move. That's been
Yeah.
played before? This is
Yeah,
actually
there's,
known. Oh my god.
Key Grandmaster Malakov that
Okay.
plays this sometimes with black.
I know Malak.
Yeah, I know Bishop G5 happens later a lot, like after Knight F3 castles, like Bishop E2 D5, let's say, and then But I think what Keaton's doing right here is fine. Just place the pawn on d6 and just expand. Seems comfortable, at the very least.
It's ready to win a piece, isn't he? So, I mean, there's the issue of if white plays EF, you're going to play pawn takes just to keep the initiative going, right? You're not going to play knight takes, right?
I think either way could be acceptable.
I think
probably
pawn takes looks
Knight
nice.
takes worries me because of things like just bishop d3. I mean, taking on g3 doesn't seem very useful.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I would think pawn takes, just to see what black, how's black doing this? Is he playing h3, h4? Probably h4, probably, right? It's hard to get out of f4, isn't it? Isn't it kind of difficult to get out of f4? If he plays takes.
Yeah, this is a pretty crazy position by move 8.
That bishop is going to be stuck back there for quite a while. Yeah, I think pawn takes probably. Okay. So what should we look at next? Should we look at the Mamedov game against Josh?
Yeah. Do you want to flip that one so that we can see it from Josh's point of view, or does it matter? I guess it doesn't matter.
The flipboard is down.
It's right below
Do we
your
really
cursor.
care?
Right below the
I mean,
I guess not.
We can
but-
follow it.
Okay.
We're broadcasters, right?
Just so the viewers know who to root for.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, well in that case, I should be doing that with all these, right? Are they all okay?
Yeah,
No,
I think
they're
those
all
are
right.
those are all. Everything
The
else
other
is
ones
good.
are right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Boy. Okay. So we have a accelerated Fianchetto thing. No, we have a Sveshnikov. That's right. That's this one.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Kalishnikov.
Kalishnikov.
Which was surprising because we were expecting accelerated dragon.
And if this isn't all book, I'd be astounded. Well, except for maybe I don't know about the G3 line, but up to that point.
Yeah,
what
I
do people
suppose
think? What do
we
people
play-
think? I mean, white, it's that usual thing. White has the huge square d5, but black has sort of everything else. I remember Kasparov saying bishops on d8. Bad bishops on d8 were just fine in Sicilians. So,
I wouldn't be surprised if this exact position has been played before. It seems.
wow. Oh, how's
I
the
mean,
time doing?
I don't know for sure, but it seems all
11:50
pretty natural by both sides.
They haven't used too long either. 1150 especially for black. 1150 is not very much. And even 949 is not a lot, is it, for complicated moves like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
My impression is that black's just comfortable here.
Yeah, well, he's winning some tempo,
Right.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got to stop f5. Oh, it's actually black's move.
Yeah.
So then the question is, what does black do now? At least there is a little bit of a threat. Is he playing bishop g4?
Very possibly. I think the light squares are going to get really weak if he manages to trade those off.
Mm-hmm.
The knight on d4 is really a monster. It's
Yeah. And everything else is covered in black's camp. If bishop g4, maybe you can just castle.
yeah. I assume
You can
white
just
will
castle. Looks pretty
kingside.
safe for white. Maybe white has some long-term positional advantages here. I'm trying to be optimistic.
Right. No. I don't think white is worse by any means, but I think it's dynamic and.
I mean, black really doesn't want to be retreating here, but f5 is an honest-to-goodness threat, right? So
Right.
maybe something like bishop g4, castles, queen h5 or something.
Is there any chance that black will play f5 himself?
I thought about that, but I mean, look at his position. It looks way too loose. Doesn't look very grandmasterly, does it?
Maybe,
I was
yeah.
thinking queen h6 could be possible for black.
Yeah,
Like,
queen
with the
h6.
idea f5, bishop g5.
Mm.
Just keep the tension. Like you
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
move your
that's-
f pawn.
That's a clever idea, yeah. So that's kind of
idea.
cool. I imagine white probably just castles. I mean, at this point, you're really not trying to go queenside, right? You're not walking into some
Yeah.
attack over there. You might as well just castle kingside. I mean, one nice thing is white's position looks relatively comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Right.
I suppose you can consider f takes e5 after queen h6. And then you're on d4, so the queens come off. But why would that favor white? Probably no reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't do.
I don't know. The knight on d5 is hard to deal with, I guess. But I agree. I don't think white is
You got
significantly
that one
better
big
there.
advantage, but then you have the disadvantage of the bishops. If you play fe5, you got maybe that ending isn't so great.
Right.
Okay, now we have Azoria versus Michael, and Michael's on the wrong side, right? Oh no, he's on the
No,
right
Michael's
side. He's
on the right
white.
He's on the right side.
Are we
This
there?
looks like one of Michael's favorite positions. Just like.
Okay. Should I go all the way back and
Sure. Looks like a.
let's
Queen's
real
Gambit
quick
of
see
some
what
sort.
happened here.
Or okay.
Okay, Nimzo,
Oh, okay.
E3 Nimzo, D3, all normal. Classical. Oh, this is really old. Oh, and the Karpov line. Everybody boring plays
typical
that.
Kharkov stuff.
White deserves to win this because Black's being uncreative. Oh no, it's actually not the Karpov line pure because he plays knight d7 first, so that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little different. Okay, a good safe move, rook c1 anyway. Is there a knight g4 trick? Yeah, I was just wondering. You always have to calculate that every move, right, to see if knight g4 works. So usually the answer is just rook e1, rook fe1. Oh no, you can't do that here. And it's too late for h3. Yeah, I wonder if he anticipated this. Well, what happened?
I guess bishop
Oh,
e4.
okay, he blocks it off. Okay. Yeah, but that's really not desirable. Wow. Yeah. Positionally, you don't have anything anymore, but you're probably equal still. It's probably equal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you lost your chance for a really nice pawn structure. Okay, but everything changes now. Now we've radically changed everything. Now is he going to go bishop e7, d6?
Probably bishop's probably going to go to d6, right?
Put a bishop on
Yeah.
d6 maybe. Yeah, seems likely, doesn't it? Unless there's tricks. I guess a knight's going to go to c5 probably.
Right.
Well, it's uninspiring, but okay. Do you have any kingside attacking chances? A rook c3, queen g4. I mean, with that bishop on. Well, I guess if the bishop's on d6, you don't really, do you?
I guess
So
you
what
could
is-
try,
What's
like
white's
to maybe
Yeah.
rook c3. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard though because the c4 pawn's weak.
Right. It's tough to find an active plan for white that doesn't compromise.
I'm thinking once the bishop's on d6, what's your plan at that point? That
Yeah,
works
maybe
a
white's
little
just slightly worse already here.
Maybe.
Very possibly.
Okay, rook d1 first.
bit. Certainly
It's
plausible.
played.
So presumably knight c5 is the most likely move, but there's always other things, queen b7 or whatever. Okay, anyway.
All
we
right,
should keep
sorry to
moving around.
interrupt. I think Melik might have a win here for black, like in the current position.
Really?
I might be tripping,
Let's
but
just see what's
King
going on here.
Oh, it's okay. Some moves have been played.
Yeah, sorry, that's my fault.
So white seems to
Also,
be
these moves
trying
don't
to
happen
attack.
automatically. That's one interesting thing. These moves are not happening automatically. I'll have to fill them in. Oh, look at this.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was thinking, yeah, either rook e2 or knight c2. I thought was just crushing.
Wow. Yeah, rook e2 is that's a queen. All right, so
Does white have any
that should be
compensation here? He does. The f pawn's a little weak, but he'd have to get about 2 free moves in to have real compensation. I think white's got positional compensation, but he needs some time, and I don't think he's going to get it. Do you? Does anybody think?
I think black should close this out.
Black should be.
Yeah.
I actually
think he should
thought move 24 instead of rook e2, knight takes c2 might have been better, but I didn't look at it too deeply. Or
knight
anything.
takes c2 now.
No, instead of rook e2.
I'm sorry.
One move back, yeah.
Wait, I've got to go back a little bit. Oh, I see. That was there. Okay, knight c2.
Yeah, I was thinking at c2 here.
With the idea bishop d4.
d4. Yeah.
I see. Probably.
Oh yeah, that looks pretty strong as well.
But maybe rook g5 might hold for the moment. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Rook g5. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I probably thought this was more direct and decisive.
Yeah. Knows he's gonna win after this. Well,
Yeah.
also that time though,
What is the time?
does
Oh,
Velasquez
Melik's
really
way
have,
ahead. Yeah.
few
How are we doing
minutes.
time of all these games? I can't actually read. That's a problem with what I've done here. I've blocked off Keaton's time, haven't I?
You can just click the board real quick and check in, and then click the.
Keaton's up
yeah.
2 minutes.
Yeah, it's up 2 or 3
8:37.
minutes.
Okay, and I can also move all that. I can move it right now. It should still work. Give me a second. Just roll this down. We got plenty of room below. Okay, so 8:37. So Keaton's actually ahead on time. That's good. Should we look at Keaton's game? So f4 did happen. Ooh. Right now, black seems to be quite comfortable.
Yeah,
right?
very comfortable.
There's
Those are some
b5
active
ideas,
pieces.
and yeah, there's all kinds of queenside options coming. And it doesn't look like white has any possibility of breaking through on the king side for quite a while. I mean, he probably eventually could, but he probably doesn't have time, does he?
No, it seems like the other black rook might just swing to e8, and the knight might come to f5, and I don't know. It seems hard for white to fight back with these 2 bishops on f5 and e5.
Well, and the b5 idea is interesting too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
B5.
b5 as well. That's
In fact,
pretty
b5
nice.
right away. He can't win the b pawn because you just take it because you're pinned on d3. Now there may be other problems with b5, but I mean it's possible. Just start mashing him. Wow, the bishop on h2 never got out. I mean, probably wanted to go with f3 and bishop g1, but it's just too slow, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Okay.
b5, bishop f5, and then dc or something like that.
And then bc, and you got the b file.
You have the b file. I got pawn c6, and maybe I could queen d5 and trade off the queens if I want, but I'm not.
Well,
not
no, I haven't moved my knight
looking at
yet.
it.
Oh, I have moved my knight. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm on f5. Yeah, okay. Maybe.
I
Interesting.
don't know.
Anyway, good solid move, rook over. I mean, black
Yeah,
I
has
I think
suspect
this
white's
is-
not too badly off here, though. Like, something like g4 actually gets play started pretty quickly and, like, diffuses black's position.
isn't
like
the
G4
bishop,
for
isn't,
white
isn't the
is
bishop
just
even
lower.
worse, though, now on h2? If we're going to start simplifying? Could be a problem.
Well, so after g4, are you saying, like, f takes g3 maybe? Or
No, I was thinking of leaving that pawn structure intact. Either play bishop g6 or bishop takes.
You might even take c3 and then
c3
d3,
at some point you might take, yeah.
and then like just lock everything and ask what the bishop's
that's
doing
true.
in h2.
Maybe. Yeah,
Because the knight's going to dominate the
it's
bishop.
definitely pleasant, yeah.
f3. So he's
Yeah.
trying to get his bishop back into play. He doesn't think there's a real attack here. That's interesting.
That gives
How's-
black the e3 square, though.
He spent a lot of time. That's very nice. Yeah, you're right. Knight f3, knight f5 at some point. But also the time situation looks very good, doesn't it? We've got an almost
Right.
4-minute lead there.
Michael just played bishop
Josh, on the
d8.
other hand, is behind on
Sorry.
time. How's Josh doing?
Position
Josh is a
sounds
little
pleasant.
bit down
Well,
on time.
the knight's hanging, right? That's not good.
Yeah.
Let's go back a few moves and see what happened there. Oh, f5. Hey, you said it. Someone said it. May not have been immediate, but it was pretty soon, right? It was immediate.
Oh, it was immediate.
Yeah, it was
I
Kyron,
told
that was you, right?
guys.
Kyron? You get credit for that
Yes, Kyron.
one? Okay.
I'm taking credit for that.
Actually, I'm confused here. Is that really a good move? Wow.
Wow. Okay, I probably would take him with the bishop, so I guess I.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That was the idea, wasn't it? Now, is there a g4 now? G4 f5? Something like that? Oh, and then I guess,
g4, queen g6.
yeah.
F5
Or even
takes.
queen f7. I mean, both are fine, I think.
Yeah, the king's running. The king's losing his defenders.
Now g4 maybe. No, still problem.
Yeah, this is uncomfortable for white. I'd have
but
to say.
it got worse quickly for some reason. How did it get so bad? Wait, oh
It's
no.
not looking
Oh
good.
no, okay. So how come d5 didn't end up hanging?
I played bishop f3 and the queen on
I see.
d2.
And
all
knight
the time.
takes f3 doesn't work because that protects it. Okay. Okay, so queen a7.
Threading knight f3.
We're not
And
scared.
ab4.
King h1.
Yeah,
the problem is
and
ab4. The problem is ab4, isn't it? That's
The knight's on it, but that's. I guess the knight's on it.
yeah.
Not
So
the end of the world.
you're going to have to move the king, and you've got a time issue here. So I would just say probably move the king quickly and hope
King
for the
h1
best.
and think later.
Yeah, exactly. Or even f1.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah, it's not good.
See, against a lower player, he might do that, but he's thinking GM maybe. Black won. by
Oh,
the way.
Melik won.
Melik won.
Nice.
Cool.
Wait,
wanna
how
see
did
the end of
he
that?
end up?
Why don't we see the end
doing
of that? Queen f7, rook h4.
Oh, that's a nice maneuver. Queen f7 to a2. Just picks up
Uh-huh.
a pawn for free.
Yeah, nothing too much. You just smashed him.
Nice little
That's
pawn.
that's super accurate.
Wow.
Yeah, b2. It's just that's resigns here.
Okay.
That was all.
Okay.
Or he didn't resign here, but
So I will
Ye-
click that off. We saw enough of that, or did we? Did you want to kind of review that? I'll keep it up there.
you-
I'll keep it up there.
you can, yeah, just leave
we
it
might
up
look
so
at it
people
later.
know that.
Might look at it later.
you know.
So here's bishop e7, much later than you would have thought on the Michael game. Michael's
Yeah,
time is
so-
Michael's within a minute, so his time's okay. Let's go back a few moves.
Yeah, I would agree that he's
What-
slightly worse.
I understand why some of these games are moving forward and other ones aren't, but it's something to do with what I'm doing, obviously. But anyway, okay. So takes, rook here, h3. That was weird. Knight f8. That seems a very odd move. All right. Well, White's hanging in there, right? To be optimistic.
Yeah,
about it,
he's
right?
slightly worse, but it's still a game.
It's a game. Yeah. Yeah. Some weak pawns, but you got to get to them. Queen A4 kind of things. Anyway. And the time is reasonable, so that's good. In fact, it's getting more and more reasonable because Black is now catching up to actually pass.
It looks like some moves in Josh's game have been played.
Oh, okay.
If you want to try to catch up there.
Oh, okay. So it was. Oh, he didn't play king. How did he get out of the pin?
EF though.
How did he get out of the pin? Oh, bishop's E4. Okay.
Yeah, but EF is a problem now because he can't take back. This looks really bad.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I guess.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Can he?
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Can't play rook F4.
Yeah, he's giving up
Yeah,
exchange.
no, that's bad.
This is probably lost.
Well, there might be a bishop D5.
No,
At least there
I
still
don't-
might
yeah.
be tricks. There might be some tricks, but it's not much fun.
Maybe.
It's not all so easy.
You're thinking bishop D5 and rook F4 and just try to play for mate. You can't. Oh, I guess you could. You could try that.
Yeah.
Black has this bishop G2 simplification though, which might be enough to stop the checkmate ideas. I don't even know if there are checkmate ideas because of bishop on D8. So.
Well, wait. Well, what's happening exactly? So we're talking bishop F1, or and then we're talking.
Yeah, I was thinking bishop
D5,
F1, bishop D5, like king
King
H8
where?
or something.
King H8. Okay. Oh, then I was going to play rook takes F4, I guess.
Yeah, but
Now you can't even play rook H4. Not that it would have been good anyway, maybe. That was an interesting decision because you could have played bishop D5 and knight E4, which no longer works. You could go after the H pawn. Actually, knight C6 ideas are there, aren't they? So that knight can't really move.
so you're thinking like rook D1 here? Oh, rook D1 fails to like rook F4 though.
No, I was thinking of hitting the H pawn, which he did. So maybe there's something
Okay.
might work there. The only problem is the F pawn. F pawn's difficult to take without some risk, right? Because of the H file. Although he could probably get away with rook takes, I imagine.
Probably.
And I feel like White has definite compensation, but it definitely
Really?
shouldn't be enough.
I
at
don't
the
think it's
same time.
working. I think the rook takes is working. Okay, here's some more games. Let me see. Have we gone through? It's funny how some of them are
Yeah.
working normally and other ones aren't. Let's see what's going on up here with Keaton.
It's pressing.
Let's go back a little bit. Okay, so we roughly were about there. He did take. Oh, Keaton loves endgames. Keaton adores endgames, so that's. Oh, that was nice. You think White would have tried to open up the position first? Did he have any chance to do that? This looks like a D take C situation. It's odd that he didn't do that. Well, isn't the bishop horrible now? Look at
Yes,
White's
yeah,
bishop.
I think so.
It's just absolutely awful.
Oh, and king F7 is a great move here.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
This is just miserable.
Yeah, black is doing great.
Okay,
Did he play
that's
like
good.
rook F5
And
here?
our
Rook F5
time,
to
and the
E5.
time is really big, right? Our time is excellent.
Oh, the knight. I guess you probably saved the knight. Yeah.
Okay, so knight D5. Okay. On the Josh game. So Mano is way ahead on time. It's sort of like the favorites are winning here, aren't they, in general? Although not Zoria. We're hanging on there. Michael's hanging on.
Michael's resilient.
But he just lost a minute. Just when Azori had gone below his time, he's lost a whole minute on that last move. I don't know if that was worth it.
So it looks like our best game besides... So Melik obviously won, and it looks like
Keaton is very likely to win, but not,
he's up 3
not
minutes
guaranteed.
and
Yeah,
up a pawn.
and position.
Yeah, and positionally better. I think Keaton's got a very, very good chance to win this one.
So it's a good chance of a 2-2 tie, but there's also a chance that Zoria will have no way to... I mean, that game's still wide open. And we're very pessimistic about Josh's game, right? Although,
I think
I think
he's hanging
there's
in there.
definite practical chances, like F6 at some point.
he is. I guess the thing I'm most worried about is he's down to 1:30 now.
Yeah, the
Lameda
time,
is
the
less
time
bored.
really bothers me here, yeah. Oh, he played F6. The only thing about F6 is the queen's defending the second rank, so is it really doing that much good? I was thinking rook G1, G6 or something.
Yeah, it's an idea, I suppose.
Anyway, what's happening here is the question. Okay, so is there a threat?
Which game?
Well, what's
Oh,
White,
okay,
what's
but
White,
after
White even
F6?
doing? Yeah, after F6. Maybe something Simple, like just queen takes h3.
Okay, so is f7's not even a threat. I wanted to take and queen takes d4, but queen f1 is winning, sadly.
Hmm.
Yeah, and he's taking with the queen on g7 anyway, I guess.
Yeah, takes g7 doesn't seem to do anything. So I'm not totally sure if this comes to the threat. Maybe
Some knight e7 idea, right? And then you can use your other knight for either knight c6 or knight g6. Knight e7
yeah,
is a
okay.
threat.
97.
Knight e7 is actually sort of a threat, unless rook takes just simplifies in black's favor.
Yeah.
Which it probably does, but it's still good to try. At least you win a little material back. And you're still
Yeah,
on
you get
h3. Yeah, so I mean, I think that's what black's worried about, and it's good. He's using some time. Maybe Mamedov is one of these guys that's not used to playing quickly. We have to hope. He's been around for a long time.
I've seen him play
Yeah,
blitz
he's,
in
he's
person.
definitely, yeah.
He's pretty good.
Oh,
He's
okay.
pretty good at blitz.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Keaton's getting close to game 95 or
Right,
king f5.
King f5
actually.
here in the 95,
Yeah.
and that's a pawn, right? I think it's game over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a second pawn. I wouldn't be surprised if Kostya resigned pretty soon.
Yeah.
he's
Mamedov
running out
is
of time.
giving
He's
up
only
more
got 25
ground.
seconds, so
Something like knight c6 and knight b7 might.
I think he'll resign now, actually. I think he'll
Really
resign
good
right
retreat.
now on this move. You want to bet?
Right, he might.
Nope.
No.
One more.
I think if he wasn't playing for a team, he might have resigned, but
Yeah.
got to keep the team's chances alive.
All right. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Josh was better in this position.
I'm sorry, where are we? Oh, against
Wow,
Zoria?
that's an evaluation.
No, not against Zoria. You mean in the
Yeah.
Mamedov game?
Yeah.
Yeah, this bishop g6 move actually
What's
opened
this
up a lot
knight
of
e6?
options.
Wait, can we look for a second? He played knight e6. What a funny move.
I was thinking
But
even
anyway, he
like,
did it, so that's all that matters. We don't really care
Yeah.
why he did it. What an oddball move. Okay. Let's stick with that
Okay,
game for a second.
queen h3 maybe hits the knight.
Yeah, let's see why not. Pawn's a pawn.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
sure.
clever. With
That
a
too.
pin. With a pin, that's nice.
It's also a nice move.
Of course, there's knight c5 with tempo now.
Yeah, but you pick up h3 and the knight's blocking all of black's heavy pieces.
Right, it's just queen h3 never seems to threaten anything, that's all. But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something, but it's not like black's losing material or something.
Well, boy, Josh is holding his own. That's good.
Yeah, this is impressive. He'll probably repeat, right? Just once, or maybe not.
I doubt if he'll go rook c8 again.
Right,
Or you
right.
think he's forced to? He could play knight c5. Ah,
Ooh, Josh just played on.
well, that's cool. Attack on
Like-
e6. That's a good practical decision because it makes Mamedov think, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So now queen g6 is an idea, although not much of an idea because he's got f. Well, maybe.
If he gets h4 in somehow.
Yeah, now queen f7 doesn't do anything because of bishop g6.
I think knight
right?
c6 might, and knight c7.
And actually, the knights on b4 and d5 are like amazingly good at protecting white's king.
This is looking awfully promising.
Yeah.
I think he has to sack the
Yeah,
exchange. He has to
actually.
play rook e5 and take on f5 or something like that. Nope, doesn't have to, I guess. Now, what's wrong with queen g6? Oh, check. Oh, no, that'd probably
just
lead
go
to
check.
mate. That would.
Wait,
Oh no,
who's
I'm sorry.
checks?
No, it isn't check. Excuse me.
There's
So
no
what's wrong with
checks.
queen g6, folks? Do we know?
Does it threaten anything? Or are you trying to,
Oh,
what are
I
you trying to
see.
do?
Yeah, that's a good point. I was just trying to type it down. Well, it threatens g takes and then winning the. Oh, wait, what about doing it in that order? G f. Oh, I see why queen d4.
Queen
That's to
takes.
stop f takes g. Yeah. There we go. Now he plays.
That's nice.
Knight e7's a grave move.
Well, you can't play rook f6, and that's good. How's the time doing here? 107. Oh, he has almost no
Perfect.
time. Everything has to be instantaneous now. That's too bad.
Yeah, that's very tough.
Well, he should just check or something. He's got to make the time control, doesn't he? 2-second increment is not enough.
I don't think there is a time control. Like, you don't get more time.
I think there's 2-second increment.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
taking, but there's no like extra time to be added.
No, you don't get any extra time. No.
Oh, Michael's down to 14 seconds as well, and I think he might have just blundered a pawn.
Blundered. Yeah.
Right.
But Josh just won some material, maybe, or did he? I guess there's queen e6. No.
This is going fast, and
It's not good. I think black's doing well
It's what happens on queen e6.
there. Okay, Keaton
All right,
just won
Keaton.
for what it's worth.
Keaton managed to win. That's great.
And
So
what
that's
happened
2-0
and what's
right
going on with
now.
Michael?
God, it's gonna be a huge blitz off.
What do? You have to take.
Oh my god.
He's thinking about knight takes, and which might
Probably
be
thinking about
We'll
queen
get behind the
e.
pawn.
Wait, JK.
bishop
Oh, he-
g6.
he
Wow.
He should have gotten behind the pawn. Oh, we're talking about the other game.
Yeah, it's not looking so good now.
Well, are you gonna mate at somehow? King f1 here. King h1. Okay.
Maybe it's not bad.
Oh, bishop g6 is a pretty cool shot. Putting all the pressure. Oh, that's okay. That's
Let's
a
make
threat.
one.
No,
Oh,
queen f1.
Oh, no.
Oh
Ah,
man.
so easy for us.
Yeah.
I don't think you had a way of.
I wonder who was the one who mentioned King F1. Yeah, I think it was you, Kyron. That
That was
made
me.
so
Maybe
much
king
sense.
f1 there.
That might have
King
been a
F1
really
would've
good
been
move.
safer.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I think Michael's lost.
Yeah, Michael should be lost here, but
Yeah, but it's a time
you
scramble,
know he's
right?
down to 18 seconds. He could mess this up somehow.
It's a
Maybe.
time scramble. Why isn't he just taking that pawn?
Because rook a7.
He's
King
probably
C.
losing
So
the
what?
2-on-1, right?
Yeah, but that's worth it.
Two connected masters.
I think he's. I
Yeah,
think
but
he.
what good does it do to keep the pawn on a7? Oh well. Well, now he takes it.
Yeah,
Black,
realizes-
black gets extra tempo.
Yeah, that's just lost.
Rook d7.
Oh, rook h6. But anyway, shoot. So the king can't come in. But anyway, too late. This is really bad. Oh man, this game's over. How about the
I was
time?
hoping for
No,
an
that 2
E2
seconds is helping.
move.
That 2 second helped him a lot. This is resigning
Yeah,
now, isn't it?
that's-
Yeah, it's probably resigns now.
there it is.
All right, 2-2.
All
Not
right.
bad.
Well,
No, not bad. It's a good team, and they've got, well, let's face it, every board was kind of lopsided, and more so with them, right? They were ahead by 300 points and 250 or
Right.
something. I mean, they were heavier favorites than we were on our boards, so
yeah,
it's
no
good.
no upsets. It looks like. I think all the rating favorites pulled it out.
That's what I
round.
meant. But by far, I
Exactly.
mean, they had a huge rating edge, and we only had a smaller one, so we could consider it a minor triumph that we survived. Oh well, okay. Is it worth trying to go over any of these games since we have them up here? Was there any interest in seeing earlier what happened? I guess we really kind of lost track of Melik's game at some point. It was looking
Yeah,
good,
I
but
think
it wasn't
once
looking
he won
over.
the queen and the.
Yeah,
All
but I
right,
meant
you want to see
before
how he
that.
got?
Yeah, sort of
yeah,
how
we
it got
there.
that far. Okay, so Queen G4. Oh, I see. F3 was hanging. It was that. It's all over.
Melik
after-
just
Queen,
went ham
Queen
and beat
B7.
him.
So Queen B7 is really it. That's the end, right?
Yeah, those light squares are
You
just
know,
so weak.
Okay. So now we have. We could look more of Azores. I think we saw most of this, but we can go back a little ways. Maybe go from the other direction since there's so many moves. Oh yeah, this was too bad. Just a positional disadvantage. It'd be maybe instructive to see how he recovered. I like black in these positions. Yeah, if you have to play bishop b4, it's a bad sign. The whole rook d4 thing probably didn't work that well, did it? Because every bit of simplification helps black, right? In these positions. May not
Yeah,
help
definitely.
him a lot, but it helps him.
There was one point where I think. So white managed to take the knight
Ooh,
and get the
interesting.
pawns, right?
Interesting. So still white has more weak pawns than black, but it's still interesting.
Yeah, black's definitely still got an edge, but how significant it is questionable. But I think
Actually,
once the rook
queen takes was kind of interesting there, I think. It looks, but you know,
Oh, you think?
anyway, maybe.
Yeah.
It seemed to me black was considerably better in that ending. Oh, but he is here too, isn't he?
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Ouch. Yeah, controls the only open file, and white has kind of a loose king, and
Yeah, and the c4 and f4 pawns.
this is tough.
Yeah. I think it's just
Well,
lost.
so yeah, he blundered a pawn there, but maybe after queen a4, was there like a3 there? Can we go back?
Probably had to.
Like a3 here?
Oh, rook c4. Yeah.
Oh, rook
actually.
c4. If nothing
Oh, rook. Oh,
maybe.
the c4 is hanging. Okay. Yeah, no.
Maybe you had to.
This is probably lost. Maybe if the pawns were back safer on the king side, you could do it, but get to some drawn rook and pawn endgame, but not here. Too loose, right? Okay, so
Maybe here you can try to go for like queen g3, rook c4, queen c4, queen h4. Like try to go for some activity like.
You see, I think black has G5 there, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Or maybe Queen G3 or Queen F4.
Queen F4, yeah.
JK. I am not seeing things. Need to play better than this when I play.
No worries. This is your
We're fine,
tactics
we're fine.
trainer.
Yeah, this is your. Yeah, that's it. That's right. You're just sort of. This is your relaxation mode.
Warm up.
That's
This
it.
is my warm up.
It's your relaxation mode. Okay. This game really was just technique after a while. We could look at it before it became technique. I think White, even though Black was better, White managed to do everything wrong. Positionally speaking, anyway, right? When he doomed his own bishop, he never played d takes c6.
Yeah, props to Craig on that opening. That worked out really well.
Yeah, there you go. So you're sure
Thanks.
You sure this is all? Look at this, e6, huh? Yeah, was there a New in Chess article or something about this? I feel like I've seen this, but boy, who would really want to play this way? Was it New in Chess?
I don't know.
Yeah, golly, I wouldn't want to play this way as Black. But it worked.
Like the way I found this opening, I was really pissed after a game, and I just wanted to play something
You just want
like
to get
decent
a game, right?
that nobody knew.
Yeah.
So I just looked under the reference tab, and I looked for like the 10th most popular move or something, and it happened to be e6. So I gave it a shot.
That's funny.
Oh boy.
But I mean, yeah, after a lot of natural moves, White could find himself in like an uncomfortable position, which I think is pretty nice for Black.
Yeah, it's surprising. It's just like after this bishop G5 just looks like a bad hippopotamus for Black, but with these H6, D6 moves.
Well, I was just thinking. Actually, the bishop doesn't even look that good on G5. Really, you'd think White would just be developing pieces because if the bishop gets chased back to E3, then there's D5, right? And D5 looks reasonable.
Yeah, no, definitely.
With knight F5 coming and things like that. Wonder what is a good. Well, we'll never know. We'd have to start from the beginning to figure out what a good setup is. I'll bet that White has some pretty.
I'm sure. There's
serious
more than
ideas
one.
against this. But
Yeah.
anyway, okay. So what else do we have here? We have. Was it interesting to look at this, or?
Yeah, Josh just mentioned in the chat instead of King H1, like King F1.
King F1, yeah, that was
Or
the question.
Wait, after Queen E1 check, it's like King G2. Was the move you mentioned.
Queen
like
D2. He played Queen D2 check, I think, and we could have played King F1 maybe. We meaning our team.
Yeah, it's really
well, we can
questionable.
go back and check it. Well, we can go back and look at it.
Let's check
Okay,
it out.
so that's
Yeah.
why you're asking me. I see.
So
my
here.
fault. I didn't catch on. So
Yeah,
right
King
there you
F1.
want King F1, yeah. I don't think I can
Can you
make
move it?
that move,
Yeah,
can I?
yeah, you can.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can.
you can.
Okay, well maybe the problem though is Rook F8 or something and taking. No.
I think he suggested King G1 there on move 45 instead of
King
Okay, 'cause
G1?
King,
and like
Oh,
Queen
because-
E1 just King G2.
Right.
Yeah.
King
'Cause
F1.
the
There might
bishops.
be a Queen F4 check and Rook F8 idea. So let's look at King G1.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Rook.
So there's Queen E1 and Rook E7.
Oh, this can't be right. Is it?
I'm not sure that's not.
Yeah, Josh. Yeah, Josh says it
has
should
the
be
computer
equal.
on. What's up?
Yeah, Josh said this should be equal here. Like,
okay.
he has to Queen E1 and Rook E7 go into the opposite colored bishop game.
But does Black have Queen E4 and pick up C2 at the end of that?
Bishop
Like Queen
G6.
E1, King G2,
Bishop
Rook
G6.
E7.
maybe.
No,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Queen
You're
E4
saying.
check
Oh, you're
that.
saying right
But then
now.
maybe
this-
like move the king somewhere so there's no fork, and then like Queen
you
B5.
have to get the G2 and then take E7, right?
Yeah, so
we're
take.
looking at- we're
Oh, and
looking
take
at
B5. I see. You
Yeah.
might get B5.
And you were saying Queen E4 check.
Or Queen Queen E4.
It's dangerous because
That's a very interesting move, though. Where exactly does
Probably King
does White go?
G3. Probably
Oh, but then-
But if you
then
release my
that's-
bishop,
that
that
guy
could be
yeah,
trouble too.
this
So I'll probably
really
take
isn't-
C2 here.
So
Unless-
take C2, Queen
Is there any
B5.
reason to throw another check in? Probably not. Okay. Oh, you're gonna play Queen B5. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. But this bishop on F7 could be hanging in some lines.
Oh, my only check is on C3.
Yeah. Well, let's
Or-
start with
yeah.
C3. Let's
Yeah, and
start
I'll
with
just go back to like G2, I guess.
This is hard to calculate with 14 seconds on your
Yeah.
clock.
Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
you have to try and get closer, but maybe nothing much is happening. I'm worried about that bishop on
Well,
F7.
how are you gonna stop me from? I guess the
guess-
king's just gonna shuffle between I'm actually kind of worried about white here.
Yeah, I am too. But we don't have a. Is it over or is it just?
Yeah,
Anyway,
maybe.
it's very
It's not-
dangerous. I'm not so sure you're that worried about pawns. You might not have to play queen takes b5. Right?
Yeah, maybe not.
Just you've got, I mean, one pawn down and opposite
got,
color
like,
bishop with his king
threats.
really exposed. Maybe you just move the bishop and have some threats.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe
Like
take c2. I'll go
okay,
bishop
so I guess the first move was an issue. But yeah, put your bishop on d5 because then you have threats of queen e8 and you're defending too. So I don't know
Yeah, I
where you
guess
put your king.
king g3, queen c2,
Yeah.
bishop g5. Or, yeah, king
Bishop
h3
d5,
should be
like
fine.
that.
And if, like, queen d3, I can always go queen f3, and that should just be an automatic draw.
Not to mention that he really can't take your a pawn.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, okay, so that's sad, but I mean he had seconds left, so that would have been incredibly
Yeah.
difficult. Incredibly difficult to defend, right? In practice. But a good, hard-fought game. It was really well played. I mean, he really did a great job.
Yeah.
As did, I thought, Michael. I mean, Michael hung in there all the way down to the end. So they
The
both played
next
well.
games are on, by the way.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. And
on.
we expect
So-
things to come up automatically, but not with this system, this weird display system. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so here's Melik. I need to do that little thing. Did it work? Hello? It's not
Alright,
working.
it's Melik against Kostia.
For some reason, I can't bring this up. There it is. Took forever. Okay, and I want to make that small. Make sure we can see the time. Okay, and then I'll put one more up, and then I'll start organizing. Izoria is playing Josh. And we'll make that a small thing. Famous last words. What happened? Wait a minute. So I've got Melik twice? What is going on here? Hang on, folks. You guys can talk if you want to.
Sure.
Oh, I see. Somehow I got Melik's game up.
I think Melik's game is just bigger than the other games, and it's also
yeah, but
overlapping.
I didn't pick on it, so that's weird. It's not from last round, is it? No, it's not.
Maybe you're just following him.
I don't remember ever doing it. That's why I'm freaking about it. But yeah. Okay, so let me just start reorganizing this, guys.
All right. So we have Keaton white against Aliskerov. Looks like Keaton's got a very pleasant, better position. Whoa. Okay. Wait. Interesting.
Queen a3, probably b5 or something.
Is there
assume he had it
there's also rook
calculated.
a1, rook fb1.
Oh yeah, that too. That's probably better.
Yeah. I was wondering rook a1, queen b3, rook fp1, queen e6, but d5 there probably just doesn't.
Yeah, I'm paying attention to Mamedov's game because I'm black against him next round, and
Okay.
I'll probably go into the same thing.
Okay. Hopefully he's not listening. I'm just kidding. I'm sure he's
Actually, look that up on ChessBase right
Boy,
now.
I'm having a bandwidth issue. It's so hard to move these windows. There's no reason that should be
not. Okay.
true.
Yeah, it looks like Mamedov just kind of wanted a game. It doesn't look like he's gone too heavily into theory from what I've seen, but I don't know. Michael's tough to crack in these positions.
Put this slightly over. Okay, at least I can see everything. Now, how does that look on XSplit? Let me just go over there and see if I can adjust things. Ooh, it looks terrible. So that didn't work. Okay, I have to move everything up. Okay, move everything up. Okay, which means make more room on this board.
Okay, I gotta move everything up just a little bit.
I know, but to do that, I have to not cover up the other one. So, oh, here we go. Got it. Now I got it. I keep forgetting I'm able to do that. Okay.
So it looks like Keaton's just got a nice position with white. And it looks like he's playing fast, which is good. I think he's just trying to stay ahead on the clock and have extra space and see how black plans on breaking out of this bind.
On XSplit. Oh, that one I think is okay. What does that look like to you guys? Oh, you haven't gotten there yet. The little delay, but I think we're okay now.
Yeah, I think it should be fine.
Tell me if you think that works, because it looks good to me. Are you still following me, by the way? My Are you on my sharing my screen?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
let's get
yeah.
off. Let's get off of share screen because I'll put that off because that's using up my bandwidth.
Oh, well,
I
then
can
we
tell. I
can't
mean, the
really do it.
windows are not moving well. What's that? Oh,
Then
you
we can't
have
really
to have it
commentate
so
in
you
real
can watch.
time.
I
Yeah.
see. I see. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Well, then let me get this out of the way while I'm at it. I don't think I'll minimize it though. Whoops. Well, I certainly didn't minimize it. What is this?
Josh has sacked a pawn for some pretty nice counterplay.
Well, maybe I will minimize it.
Cool. All right, so we have where's that? That's in the bottom left. So Josh sacked on f4, but Azori's king is on f1.
Oh, so you guys are watching my screen. I didn't realize that. Okay, that's how
Yeah,
you're doing it
yeah,
because you
I
have
am.
to because of this time situation. I see.
Right.
Okay. All right. Which line? Which one are you talking about? Which game?
Josh is in the bottom left corner.
Slight-
We've got
slight catch up
Azoria.
to. There it is. I see. G3. What was you want to look at the opening? We can take a quick look. You guys probably already saw it. but
Yeah.
Maybe the audience
Yeah.
didn't really get a chance. Oh, London.
That's a London
Another
system.
London. Oh my God.
Yeah, I always used to play the London against Josh. I
Yeah.
forced him to learn like a good line against it with black.
Well, getting bishop f5 in itself is an achievement. So.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like in this line he had to give up the 2 bishops to get bishop f5, but so he played these pretty quickly. It looks like he's probably played this before. Probably knows this.
How are we doing for time overall? Of course, this is the current time, but yeah. And we're almost on the current time. So White's actually a pawn ahead. Is that right?
Yeah.
His
So
king's-
Josh
his
stacked a
king's
pawn on
stuck.
f4 to.
Well, it looks
to
like Black
double up.
has more than enough compensation, though, right? I mean, I wouldn't be worried if I was Black. Look at the. I mean, he's got all that activity. Now White may be
So-
okay.
So you think Black will probably continue with like king b8 and d4?
Well,
or
getting
something
the
like that?
actual plan is funny. I mean, that's the whole point, isn't it? It's not easy to get a plan, but he's got so many good pieces that I bet there is one. Is he thinking now? Yeah, he is, right? And that makes sense.
Well, White just played g3.
Right. Oh, let me put that move on the board, by the way. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, these games are moving along pretty quickly.
He
They're
could-
all in.
He could just
20
try to
almost.
take the file, I suppose. Or he could play for h5, h4, although White might play h4, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
This would definitely be a good time to take a long think, but of course it's a rapids game, so.
Right. I think maybe just king b8 here and
Yeah.
And
get rid of
what's
some
the-
tactics.
But what's the plan?
So, I mean, king b8, we can go g5 next move without worrying about
But
fg5, queen g5.
I think
But
king
G5
g2 is coming down.
G5 he's taking. Are you taking with the queen? Is that the idea? With a 10
Yeah,
on the knight?
taking
Well,
with
then
the
knight
queen.
b3. And then maybe bring your rook up.
Then,
to
like,
the
knight
sixth-
e5.
To the 3rd rank or something. Oh, and knight e5, thank you. Okay, so G5 is an
Right.
idea. Well, he didn't do it. He decided on this.
Yeah, I
instead.
know, we were thinking king b8 first, because g5, fg5, queen g5, there's queen f5, trading queens.
I see. Gotcha. Very good. Excellent. But he decided to try something else.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Just giving-
Yeah, White's gonna have the 4 square. It looks like.
Plus the bishop is obviously blocked.
Maybe there's a bishop.
Unless he's calculated
bishop
some like
A5
rookie
is
3
an idea.
stuff.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What?
Unless he's calculated some rookie 3 stuff, but I'm not seeing it, to be honest.
Whoa, that'd be adventurous.
Maybe he's thinking of bishop a5. You move the rook. I mean, you force the knight to e4 and just move the queen back, and you're threatening f5 and things like that. But then you get a knight to e5. Okay, so that's
Yeah,
also
rook e3
smart.
is almost
Yeah, I don't know. The
viable,
more I
but
look like
I don't think it does
just-
work.
it just looks unclear actually to me. Like rookie 3, what would like I?
So I think
take
fe 94 queen b2 rook d1.
Yeah.
Why not
F5.
knight b3 maybe? Because the rook takes d3.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
Oh,
saying,
it's
try
got
and
94
force
hitting the
matters.
queen. But,
Play
yeah.
knight e4 just because you want to hit the queen. Okay,
But
Well,
also,
and after rook d1, you can always take on d3. Rook d3, queen b1.
and then play queen b1 check, but then he plays king. Oh, I see. And if king e2, queen c2. But
Yeah.
then, yeah, because the knight's pinned. Is that right? No, then you have rook d2, queen c4.
Rook d2, we always have knight d4, I think.
yeah, the king on e2, then the knight d4
Yeah,
shots
that's
are.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
So I think you're right about rook d3. Yeah, maybe he's thinking about
Well, it's
it.
interesting. Yeah, it might. I mean,
Yeah. If he plays it, we're gonna have a party.
Okay. He
No,
opted with the safer
the
option.
only thing about this is what does this even threaten? I mean, are you really
Right,
care,
like
you
what
really
you
care
just
if
play
it
king
takes
g2 here, right?
Yeah, you would think so, wouldn't you?
I guess
I looked
rook
at
e3 is
this
a
move
stronger
earlier.
threat now.
I looked at this move earlier and I couldn't figure out why it was working.
Oh yeah, rook e3 is plausible.
Yeah. And I guess like knight e4 isn't
Yeah.
really optimal for white because I guess I don't
Because
know,
after queen
c6.
comes back, you're threatening. Queen c6.
Yeah. Yeah, and like f5, knight d3 are all threats. I assume like king g2, rook e3.
Actually, there is c5, which has ideas of knight d6 or pawn takes. I mean,
Right.
maybe knight e4 is thinkable.
In other news, Melik is up a pawn, which is great.
Oh yeah, let's get to another game.
Oh,
What are we
really?
doing? Keaton, first of all.
Oh,
What
yeah.
about him? Keaton's got nice space advantage.
But not much else.
Not too
But
much else
space
happening.
Space is something.
Yeah, maybe
Pressing.
you can put a knight on
That's good
a5
news.
or something like that. Where's black's knight going? To c4? That can't really stay there. Yeah, maybe knight b3. Oh, look at this. He's just trying to stop g5 because he doesn't want to lose the dark squares. Or at least discourage it, I guess. Yeah, that
I
looks
think
fairly even, doesn't it? Doesn't that look fairly even to you guys?
Yeah, I'm not sure white
Yeah.
is
Okay,
Not
then we
much
have
better.
Mamedov and Michael, and Mamedov is.
I think Michael's better. I am digging Michael's position.
Yeah,
No,
Michael's position looks much easier to play.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, no, we haven't looked at this one at all, hardly, right? So let's take a real quick look at the first moves, if that's okay. Oh wow, where have we seen this?
Yeah, I was planning. If he plays this against me, I'm just gonna plan to play g5 at some point against him.
This looks like it could definitely be from some, Vacanse or something, right? Or Carlsen,
Right.
Karyakin, or or Aronian anybody. Probably is black. Wow, all these games look the same to me after a while. Okay, so that's interesting. The f5 move makes a huge difference structurally, doesn't it? Yeah, at first sight, I don't really like f5, but then when we saw where it ended up going, it worked out very well, didn't it? White had trouble finding a plan, it looks like.
Right, like the knight on d5 actually doesn't do much. Like if it goes to d5, it's just
No. This is very interesting because, yeah, instinctively you kind of go, what's going on here? But
Well,
knight
okay.
F-
So
knight
how
F4 is
does
always an
black
issue.
respond to knight d5 here? Do you have to go like knight b8 or what?
What's the threat? Can we play just c6?
I just want, yeah, I guess c6. I guess I was just trying to provoke c6, but maybe that's fine for black. Yeah, it probably is just totally fine. Well, okay, we're also hanging a piece. C6,
Well, right.
H4.
I mean, maybe just h4 because you take on
Yes.
c7 and move the queen, and then that's the end of that.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So
There's
he's
a
going to
bishop.
play what? h3 or h4?
He played h4.
h4. Okay.
Oh yeah,
But,
you can.
but that's going to make
you can
knight
zoom ahead.
f4 stronger later, probably, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that
Certainly.
helps black to have h5, h4 in, or seems to, at least superficially.
Keaton's space advantage is becoming more apparent
Oh, yeah.
as
you know,
all
the
his
guy-
pawns are on the fourth
It's
range.
actually black never got a knight to either c4 or a4. Or he never got anything like a bishop to a4 or something like that.
No, I think Keaton's position has much improved since last time we
Yes.
looked.
Absolutely, I
Mhm.
agree. I absolutely agree because I think black was about to get the light scores on the queen side and now isn't getting them. So that's a very, very good thing. Yeah, okay. And then what are we doing? This the Azoria game with Josh?
Oh, he
Oh,
played
rookie
rookie
three!
three.
I think
This-
just, I don't know. I think queen f1 here.
Yeah, just
Black,
decline
white
it
should-
and-
Right, you probably can't take it.
And queen c6.
Yeah.
Is queen c6 you're going to play f3?
Oh, queen f1, queen c6 though. It's actually.
Yeah, and then like
That looks
f3, d3.
horrible.
Yeah, no, okay. I really like what Josh did, I guess. Don't take any risks.
What do
Just
you
play
mean?
rook e3 when you know it works.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like a terrific move. And I wonder if there's a little
And-
counter-attacking knight e4 idea or something at some point.
Yeah, I have to think Azoria completely missed this, which is great.
Now, are we sure about capturing a knight e4? Is that ridiculous?
That's
Maybe queen c6.
And then queen c2, rook d2. Yeah, okay.
Right.
So that would be a disaster. Good.
but queen b1.
What else?
Oh,
do
Oh,
you
knight
look
e4,
at?
even queen b2 actually. Just wins on the spot.
Oh right, yeah, that's
Yeah.
a free queen.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood that. What
FPDE
Oh, queen
94,
B2.
B2.
Thank you. Yes. Okay. So what should
To add
white?
to the list of threats.
Yeah. But I guess okay. So what about 94 here?
I think at
I
the
guess
very
worst case, you
least,
could take the
just
queen.
take and rook d2.
Yeah. That doesn't look pleasant either.
Although that one at least position. Oh, then you have just time for d3. Otherwise, as I say, plays knight d5. Maybe it's not such a great position. But if you get d3 in, then you're probably very happy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Azoria's in some trouble here.
Yeah, nothing too drastic is happening on the clock in any game. Just, I guess, good
Yeah,
to see.
everybody's pretty within
good
3
point to
minutes.
make. Everybody
like.
seems to have a lot of time. Yeah. 5 is the least anybody has. Oh,
So
well,
Melik
we haven't looked at this game with Melik much yet. It looks
Yeah,
fairly.
do you want to zoom through it? I don't know what opening this came out of.
Looks fairly even, doesn't it? Oh, I'm sorry. I should go all the way back.
Well, no, Melik's up a pawn, a clear pawn. It looks like.
Oh, but he's got a lot of weaknesses. But you're right. Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, so what?
It's one of these.
Usually black's fine in these positions, but I don't know. Oh, they know each other pretty well, don't they, by the way?
I
Yeah.
think so. I'm sure they've played many times.
Yeah. Well, there's a pawn. Did he take it? Yeah, he took it.
Oh. Do you think Kostya just missed that? I think he probably did.
Oh, I bet he just missed it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's sufficient compensation here. Looks like
Whoa, not a g5 idea. I think he would have at least tried that. Maybe there's an f4. This looks weird. I don't like how black did this because he gave up on any counterattack worth speaking of. It's gotten complicated, hasn't it? I have no idea what's going on. Does anybody know what's going on?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, his extra pawn is a double but passed pawn, so.
Yeah, there's e6 ideas, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I guess knight d6. Well,
Yeah.
He actually just played
Oh,
e6.
knight d6 loses. Wait,
Knight
hold
d6,
on.
queen e5, yeah. I'm not sure what Kostya does here. Okay.
Queen d5, knight d6, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
But-
White's happy here, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Just king g1, right?
You could even think about
Yeah.
pushing the a pawn soon, and
You can push the a pawn. You can play knight d3 f4 or something like that, or it just
Right.
looks or knight d3 c5 or something.
I think Josh is just winning, by the way.
Okay, so we think Melik's probably winning. Josh, we think probably is winning.
oh, so he didn't actually go for the rook d3 endgame we were
Yeah.
talking about.
Transposes into the queen c6 we were talking about before we found queen b2.
Yeah, it does. This is exactly a transposition.
So you think that so fe de queen d8 is probably you have f5 at the end of that. Okay.
Okay, so takes
Yeah,
takes
that's
takes queen b1. Are you going to play rook d2?
Rook
or you play
d2
f5?
just wins. Rook
It
d2.
does? Are we sure? You're
Where's he
King
go?
f1, there's queen
hold it down.
c4.
No, king h3. I was thinking.
King h3, queen e6.
Okay, then g4 or something. But you know,
Maybe
the good thing is you could
yeah.
always play. You could always play f5 if you had to earlier.
Yeah, that's true.
Get at least a piece back, right?
Alright.
Well, queen b1
Queen
not
b1
sure
is
why-
probably coming.
Sorry, I
forced,
thought
right?
so.
looks forced. Unless he wants to play queen takes d8 and try to hang on. Oh my
No,
God,
because f5, you get the piece back.
Yeah, you just lose it. Yeah,
Right. So queen b1's forced here.
I think so. It's funny. Maybe it's just an obvious loss, so that's why he's not playing it instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so rook d2, king h3. Do we have a line there?
Well, I was thinking maybe it's a little better to not play rook d2, but I don't know.
You think getting
Yeah,
f5 here?
maybe.
Maybe.
On the other hand,
You could-
f5
you could even
White,
gang up with the
White
rook,
might
like
be able
rook
to
d4.
simplify. Yeah, something like rook d4 or maybe f5.
You did it
What?
with the rook.
White can't play rook d1, can he?
Rook e4.
Maybe he can. Oh, you're saying rook d4. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was saying rook
Maybe
d4 then rook.
Maybe that's the first thing to look at. Okay, so if rook d4, what does White do?
Hard to say.
Well, maybe.
A rook d1, rook d5 is an idea.
Yeah, I looked at rook d5, but then maybe he just takes the c pawn, and you still have to defend everything.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's pretty awful. But maybe rook f1 or
But maybe if you take the c pawn with the rook. Huh?
I think Melik just won.
Yeah,
Basically.
we thought he just won, didn't we, or did we?
Why did that knight go to e5?
Yeah, there's gonna be win of a whole piece with knight d3 at some point, right?
Right. King f7, queen,
And
knight d3.
there's no checks on the last rank, and there's no checks anywhere. This is resigns. He probably will resign. And he has no time. Well, I mean, he has less time.
Right, and queen e6, queen, knight d3 also. So. Oh, sorry, queen e6 here. Oh, the knight d3.
No, because
Yeah.
knight f3 doesn't work. You just take on f3, so there's no discoveries.
No, knight d3.
Well, that's what I mean.
Sorry.
There's no tricks after queen e6. For
No,
black.
but queen e6, knight d3. Oh, sorry, yeah.
There's no tricks. Yeah. So, okay, so cool. So we have one win there, and we have a probable win with Josh. But he is playing a GM, so.
Michael's game has progressed significantly. I think we got to catch up there.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is against Mamedov, right? Okay, where was that? Wait,
So he just played
I'm sorry, I've got to
H5.
make some moves. Why is it some games don't catch up and other ones do? I have to figure this out. You know what I mean? There's automatic moves on a lot of these.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Other ones don't have
Right.
automatic moves. It's something to do with how I originally put the game up,
Oh, boy.
probably. Oh, wait, this is bad. Black looked much better a second ago. This is not
Right,
looking-
I don't think the queen's coming off helped Black's
No,
position up.
this is looking perfectly fine for white now. Oh, and black's getting kind of negative, although that was a good move because it covers really key squares, not to mention, I mean, obviously f5.
c5.
I don't get it. Is he going to play c4? Is he going to play...
Knight c4.
Oh, he played knight c4. That's
That's
good.
pretty good idea.
Because the e-pawn's hanging. But so what? A knight d6? Maybe that's nothing, because white can play knight g6. Oh, he didn't play knight g6. Why not? Isn't there something hanging in the center?
I don't think he can take it. Alright, Melik won. It's good.
Yeah,
Why can't
Melik
he
just-
take it? I don't get it.
Or he did.
Wait,
Okay.
something crazy happened there. Why didn't he just play knight g6?
Wait, can we go back?
Yeah,
Yeah. What was wrong with knight g6 there?
I mean,
Not sure.
why give up the pawn with check? It doesn't make
I mean, knight d6 maybe.
big deal. Knight d6
But
is
just-
that scary. Just rook d7 or something.
Well, you're
Well, knight
check.
g6 picks up b7.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it's with check. Yeah, okay. I guess you
Yeah.
could sack the exchange there, though, and that would be pretty interesting for
Yeah,
black.
that.
He's got nice
yeah,
pieces.
I
He just
think
plays
that should
rook
still
takes
be
twice.
fine.
That's probably
Yeah.
okay for black, although the bishop's now a decent piece on g3 and f3.
Yeah, although I guess then you could argue that knight f5 could be like a better defensive try.
If it leads to anything besides just being a pure pawn down with a rotten position.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. You got his pawn back. You were right. I just didn't see that. So he's winning.
Okay,
He knew
yeah.
he was winning his pawn back, I guess. Okay, cool. Very good, guys. I'm just slow.
Right, so Melik got him with the
I'm
knight d3 trick.
really,
we
really
have
slow.
Izoria is still fighting with c5. That's resourceful.
Mm. Wow.
Oh, I was c5 earlier, but not now. Right now? Oh my God. So what's the idea if
Wait,
rook
so-
takes
so-
pawn?
yeah,
If
rook
rook takes
e4,
pawn
rook
takes, there's
f4.
no tricks. Is that
Yeah,
it?
Rook
e4,
e4, rook
rook
f4. Oh, there's a rook c1 idea. Wait,
Rook e4, rook f4, king g1.
and then I want to play rook f2, but you have queen c1 there.
Queen c1 is a move, yeah. Although
Then
there's
rook c2.
Yeah, and rook c2
And
should
you
win,
can
even
take-
though
you
even
can
though
take
you have
rook
enough
c1.
material.
Yeah, rook c2, queen
Yeah,
c2.
rook
Yeah,
c2
rook
is
c2,
good.
queen c2, queen c2,
Oh,
rook
no,
c1.
no, but just queen c2, because the king's on g1.
Okay, sorry. It takes rook f4, king g1, rook.
Just
Probably rook
f2.
g2 followed by rook c2 is even better, because h1 hangs too.
Oh yeah, are you playing? Wait, what are you playing after pawn takes bishop here?
Rook f4.
King
Okay,
g1,
king g1.
Rook f2, it just seems
Rook
to win.
f2.
Doesn't rook f2 win?
Queen c1.
Yeah.
You're still playing queen
Rook
c1, but I
g2.
think, yeah, rook g2 is even better, but you could, even queen c2 wins, right? Because the rook's hanging.
I mean, rook c2.
Yeah, I mean, everything wins. That's just win for black, right? Because white never gets his rook out, and you've got a
Oh,
pass
right,
pawn.
right, this, right,
You got a
right,
pass pawn.
Yeah,
In fact, you've got mates. He probably won't get
Yeah,
out
probably
of a rook
just
down.
mates there.
Yeah. So that means that's the end.
yeah. Rook f4 looks like it's mating then.
Yeah. That means, I mean, Keaton's pressing also against Aleskarev.
So the best move here is probably something weird like rook f1 or something. No, that doesn't look very good. Maybe rook c1? Maybe rook c1's worth trying. But I'm sure white didn't want to do this, right? I mean, the other possibility is take the rook, go to h3, and if bishop c5, yeah, rook c1. But what are the odds?
Yeah, no. No chance. Yeah.
So maybe
Even if
rook,
queen f5
what about rook
checking.
c1? Do we have to refute rook c1? That seems like at least a try.
Rook c1 here?
Yeah. Remember, I was just talking about that.
That's a try.
Yeah. I guess at the very least, just move the bishop. And it should be winning.
Yeah, that seems like a very calm move, just like bishop
Well, then,
c7.
bishop a5 even.
Yeah, yeah, bishop a5 seems
then
better.
probably king g1, maybe?
Then e2.
And then e2, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, plus he has 40 seconds.
Well, White's playing b4 at some point. No, he isn't. I'm sorry, I see.
Nah, I think White's just completely bound.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
White's lost. It's just a
And-
question, what's the best defense? Oh, is there any,
Yeah, I
is there
mean,
any
with
try?
30 seconds, there is no best
Oh.
defense.
Yeah, he's lost on time, too. That's great.
Yeah. Rip.
Wow, so that's a huge victory. That's an
good for us.
enormous victory. Okay, and how's Keaton doing? All he really has to do is draw to give us the...
Should be winning.
Keaton might pick up this pawn, right, with king f5 now?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, it's bishop
Should
versus
be.
knight. Should be an easy win for White, really.
Yeah, this looks like it. The king's going to come to g7, the bishop's going to move, and
This should be simple.
I don't think... Yeah, black can't even pick up the b pawn. I think he's completely bound. Yeah, this is probably resignable for black.
Well, he's only got 4 seconds, so he knows it's resignable.
Oh no, I was talking about Keaton's game also.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah.
totally resignable, yeah.
Yeah, rook c2. Josh sees
Yeah.
some of this. Fantastic.
Wow.
All right. It's 2-0 this round, and looking like 3-0 coming.
3-0, and then what's the other game? The other game's still just
Michael.
wild, right?
Michael's
Just totally
not
unclear.
worse, for sure. Yeah, for sure, Michael's not worse.
No, it sure looks fine from here.
Wow.
Yeah, White has no
This is awesome.
outposts or anything. I'm not sure if Black's better there, but I don't think he's worse. That's a good sign that he has to play bishop d2.
I think black's biggest thing he has to do now is just play quickly and
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to get to c4 with his knight. That's a good idea. So maybe knight c1, but now just retreat and try to get a knight to c4. He's probably going to play rook e1 at some point. A knight on d4 doesn't do that much. This looks better for black to me. What do you guys think?
yeah, I agree. I think the
I like
knights
that.
are going to be better
I like
than the
that
bishop.
better.
The bishop has no targets.
Yep. I mean, if I'm black, I think about knight h4, f5 or something, or knight e7. You know, get rid of the only good piece White has.
Yeah, definitely try to get those knights off, then the knight will dominate the bishop.
Yeah, I don't know where that knight's going, but I guess it doesn't hurt.
I'm happy that he's just moving. I think that's the most important thing to do.
Right.
It also prevents rook e1, maybe. Maybe that's his idea.
How do White...
Because I think...
What happened in Keaton's game?
Yeah,
he
Keaton just
he's-
wins.
Oh, I see.
Whoa!
That's-
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's just queen.
How bizarre.
Yeah, unless he has
Why is he
auto
playing
knight
on?
on.
It's the only thing about
Playing on
black.
in case of a misclick or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Keaton's very carefully moving the queen to f2 right now. There it is. There it is. Okay.
Wow.
Great.
Yeah,
So that's
fun.
3-0,
Yeah.
You know.
and Michael is not
maybe-
worse.
At least 3.5.
So Craig, you got to hop off pretty soon, right? To get
Yeah, I
get
do.
prepared for your game.
After this last game ends, I should hop
Okay.
off.
Great. Yeah, we'll keep you on until this is over.
All right.
Hey, it takes the pressure off. We got a big lead. You can play with freedom.
Yeah. I think playing against the top two guys already took the pressure. Well, I don't know. Arguably, it put more pressure on, but
And they'll be depressed.
Yeah, they will be depressed.
yeah.
The San Jose who's? Who? What? We were scared of San Jose? Nah. Nah. St. Louis maybe we're scared of, right?
Yeah.
That's an odd move, but it seems okay anyway. I'm not thrilled with rook g4 actually, but what the hell?
Yeah, I'm not sure about this transfer to the G file. I'm not sure there's a future for it there, but maybe the rook goes back to e4 now.
To e4 and then maybe plays h4 or something, I guess, because there is a
Yeah.
93. There is a 93 coming.
Rook's coming to e3 maybe. Okay, 93 immediately.
Knights are tricky in time pressure too. Knights are good pieces to have in time pressure.
Definitely.
Because they make it hard on your opponent.
Saw that last week with Dre of Tarjan.
Oh, that was sad. Yeah, I'm a friend of Jim's, so I gotta say, I gotta say he did not deserve that.
I mean, nobody deserves that.
That's the worst of modern chess when you're deciding games by stuff like that.
All right, no, Michael's not getting mated.
Rook, yeah, f6. That's a problem. So does he have to go back to g4?
Wow, this is getting scary.
Yeah, a little scary, but
is.
Maybe not too bad.
Probably not out of hand yet.
Rook h6 or something.
Right, rook h6 looks annoying.
That's another possibly annoying move. Yikes. How's our
he's threatening rook f8 to d8. Oh no, he's not threatening rook f8. Okay.
Well, they both have to hurry like crazy here.
Right.
Whoa, he's going really slow. That's good that Mamedov's slower so far than Michael. Really slow.
h4 was an interesting sacrifice. I'm not sure. I think Michael's just trying to make moves.
He's playing the clock. He's just playing the clock.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there's like weird mating nets for both sides if the kings are not careful. Yeah, okay, so he gets his pawn back because I think king g4, rook g3 started getting hairy.
He's actually ahead on time. This is fantastic. He's ahead on time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a nail biter.
Well, we're way ahead on time now. I mean, relatively speaking.
Is that free pawn? No, he's gonna stay on the knight. Yeah, knight of 8. It's hard to get out of this. Is he gonna take the draw? I wouldn't be. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
But he would with his time situation. Of course he will.
That's clever. That's clever. Right? You think?
Ooh,
he gained 2 seconds to move. He's daring.
Right.
Got to give him credit.
Well, I think I think Mamedov and Michael both know.
I think he can click the. Yeah. He
clicked
the draw
nice.
Button. That's That
was.
How do you click that? You click a button to say you've drawn that?
You just click the draw button. Clutch.
Oh, okay.
That was awareness on Michael's part.
Now, does the draw button both offer a draw and confirm it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's handy. You don't have to. You don't have to know.
I should probably go off right now because.
Oh yeah, go! Absolutely, go.
All right,
good
see
luck,
you guys.
Good luck.
Best of luck. Yeah.
Okay, I'll get rid of these so that when the other ones pop up, we're ready.
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to last time where we weren't really very ready. It's I think isn't that a good idea? Let's just.
Yeah. I think
that took way too long last time to get those up there.
Yeah, that was awesome awareness by Michael. I didn't realize the king had gone back to the same square and given him the chance to claim a draw real quick.
But he has a right to offer a draw anyway, so that's kind of cool.
Right.
Okay, so basically 3.5 a half, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the overall record is 5.5, 3.5. Oh wait,
yeah.
no, 5.5, 2.5, right?
5.5,
2.5. Wow. So if we do anything here. Well, that's not true. But if we can just kind of hold our own for the next two, really all we care about is the match point. We don't care about game points that much at this point. We're way ahead in game points anyway.
Right. No, I think the biggest thing is to make sure we get this match. I think I wouldn't be surprised if some of our players, even rating favorites, started taking draws with black at the very minimum to make sure the status quo continues.
Let's see what's going on here. We've got round 3. Melik is black against Azoria. Craig is black against Mamedov. Michael is white against Alexerov. That might be a good winning thing. Try. And Josh is white against Kaviutsky, who he seems to be. I mean, Kaviutsky seems to be playing badly, and Josh is playing really well. So the lower boards we have pretty good winning chances. And like you say,
Yeah,
the
it's
other
actually it's
two-
kind of nice that our lower boards, our rating favorites, both have white. So that's
yeah, they're rating favorites, but they're also been playing better than the other guys, so that helps too.
Right.
I mean, they've got psychological edge there. Wow, amazing. Keaton's going to be out of his mind if we. Well, I shouldn't anticipate because there's always that 0-4 round, right?
right. We could who just phased out? Keaton phased out, right?
Oh, you want to get
So
somebody else on? You bored? I'd rather take a deep breath for a second. I don't know about you, and then we'll get him on.
Yeah, sure.
Oh wait, no, we can't have him. He's playing.
Oh, he's playing. Okay, sorry. Who did Craig
Or
sub
is
in
he?
for?
Wait a minute, I'm sorry. What? No, you're right. He's not playing.
Okay.
I'm just reading this wrong. Okay, so yeah, who's playing is Craig, Michael, Josh, and Melik.
Fun fact: I think Craig, Michael, and Josh are all under the age of 20. It's a new generation
Yeah,
of
it's
very
amazing.
very strong players.
Yeah, it's terrific. Fast players. That makes a difference. Quick eyes, right?
Hmm.
It doesn't hurt in the chest, does it? To see things quickly. Wow.
Yeah, I think
he's-
this rapid chess is surprisingly different than
No kidding. You
standard chess.
you don't get a chance to sit down and go, well, that could be a dangerous attack, but if I have plenty of time, I can figure out how to refute it. So I think I'll let it happen. Right? I mean, the attacks seem to be worth way more than anything else. And we've seen a couple examples of that, where our guy was a piece down and won. I mean, basically it was refuted, but it was too late.
Right.
So,
All right. So I'm going to tell Keaton we'll get him on at the end after this round. Does that work for you?
he wants to come on at the end. Originally, he said, what did he say? Oh, I think he wants to come on anytime, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So whenever's good for you.
If he wants to come on, that's fine. He can come on. He can comment with us. He might want to comment with us. Yeah, I mean, we can call him up. You want me to call him, or do you want to call him?
You do it.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's better if it's my group call, whatever that means. Probably means nothing, but
Right.
okay.
Let's make sure these games haven't started yet.
I think we got a
they're-
couple minutes, don't we?
I see Azoria Melik.
Hey there, guys.
Hey,
Hey, Keaton.
we didn't know if you wanted to maybe come on and chat, or
I'd be honored.
you could broadcast. You could.
I'd be honored to join such great commentators in the booth.
So I think Azoria Melik has started, John.
Oh, okay. Let me get back there. Boy, that was fast. I can't believe
Right.
it.
That's
Okay.
the only one I see at the moment.
Oh,
though.
actually, I see Josh. I see Michael. I see
Yeah,
all
Josh
kinds
is
of
playing
things happening.
Kostya.
Perfect. Yeah, it looks like they're all coming on now.
Hey, I love the look of this new four-board look. It looks great.
But my thing's slow for some
Yeah,
reason.
we're
Oh,
improving every week.
It's funny you said that because it just stalled. I think it's because of the Skype thing.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to watch a ton because I've been playing, but when I've seen it, it looks great.
Awesome. Yeah, you'll get to watch along with us.
All right, guys. How
That's
about
fine.
these surfers? 5.5 to 2.5.
2.5. We just announced that. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Okay,
is an awesome score. And as we were saying, that our lower boards are rating favorites and are playing well and all have white this round. So pretty
Yeah, we're
optimistic.
kind of looking at the
Right.
lower boards this round as being real prospects.
we got to keep it up.
Yeah, even if they could get 1.5 or something. I mean, at this point, just kind of holding our own is going to be plenty, right?
Sure.
right.
So,
They still have some dangerous guys.
oh yeah,
The good news for us, it
But they're
seems
depressed.
like
They're depressed guys.
it seems like their bottom two boards haven't quite been playing up to their potential. Of course, they've been playing some good players, but I don't think they've maybe been playing quite as well as they're capable of.
well, what about the
Right.
top boards? We just saw Azoria get mashed, right?
Yeah, maybe not them either.
I think we're just playing very well all around. And I know we've been talking about the lower boards for this round, but we also we have GM Melik playing playing board one, and he's not a pushover.
He's doing great.
Yeah, he's 2-0, correct? I
Yeah,
see.
he is. Yeah.
Okay. So we've got undefeated Melik
Oh, I know
in the
right
bottom
here. Let
left
me move
now.
these all up. Move this up. Hang on. Yeah, see, things are dragging here. When I set this up originally, it went really fast, but there's too much going on. You guys are screen sharing. I guess Keaton's not screen sharing, but
I see your screen.
Oh, you do? See, that's why it's all going so slowly and difficultly, because there's all this bandwidth.
Weren't you sharing your screen with Craig too, though?
I think we were. I think it happened automatically.
It's all right. It's no rush. We're just
Hang on, I need to.
we'll talk in the meantime.
Well.
So Keaton, tell us about your games. You went
No,
2-0.
I'm frozen now.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
sorry.
happy to finally really help my team. I feel like I haven't played my best chess so far in this league, but yeah, going 2-0 today against two tough opponents was great.
Right. Sorry, who was your first round again? And your
Kostya Kavutsky.
right, and you had Alice Karov in the second round.
Yeah, Kostya is a good friend of mine. We've roomed together at several tournaments, know each other real well, and had some great help with the opening. I had a great second. Craig.
Craig told us all about it. He was if you rewatched the broadcast, he gave us the ins and outs of the G6 E6 setup. So.
Yeah, so I was just able to kind of get what I wanted there. I was able to get his bishop in jail real early and just kind of play against that, and then get an end game with a favorable imbalance and managed not to mess it up. So. Yeah,
that was awesome. I think. We looked at your position. You had G5, F5 in really quick, and then suddenly we looked back and you had F4 and bishops on F5 and E5, and it just looks extremely pleasant for you.
Yeah, so. The way he played it with bishop G5, bishop H4, it ended up playing kind of like a King's Indian, so I was able to play D6 and then kind of that early F5 and F4 with G5 and get that bishop locked away. So I knew that as long as I didn't get mated, I was going to stand great strategically.
Yeah, awesome. So that opening worked out quite well for you. And the game with Alice Karov in the second round, it looked like you just got a great space advantage and never looked back.
Yeah, his opening was strange. I wasn't really able to get any more than space. I mean, space was kind of all I got, but I knew that minor piece ending was going to be suffering for him because of just the lack of space and lack of plans for black there.
Right. I think there was a moment when you played H4 trying to discourage G5 that we actually didn't think you were that much better there. We thought maybe black had some chances to break out, and I don't know. Did you ever feel like black had any chances?
Actually, maybe the move before he could have played G5. That was why I played H4 there, because the thing was, if he had gone G5, I can't really play G3 because my H3 pawn is hanging.
Mm-hmm.
So he might have had one opportunity to play G5. Although after I got in H4, I didn't think it would be real easy for him to break there, because once he goes G5, I'll just go G3 and keep the pawns locked there.
Right, that seems natural.
Yeah, then the only break he has is that one E5 that he played in the game, but then when I just take on E6, I've still got that space advantage. And I think it was pretty important for me to go G4 and lock down the king side, because then if he ever tries to go G5, I'll just take with the F pawn and make a protected pass pawn on H5.
Of course, right. Yeah, so that was awesome.
Hey,
thanks.
Never
in any trouble there.
I'm happy and relieved to be able to help my team that way.
Great. So help the team you did. We're at 5.5 to 2.5 going into the third round, and
looks like we're rolling here.
This is
let's look at some of these games.
I couldn't move any of these windows because of the bandwidth issue, but I think I finally got it. This is close. As close as we're going to get anyway.
Perfect.
Okay, so let's start here. Where should we start?
Mamedov sacked a piece against Craig. That's looking crazy.
Let's start that one first. Okay, so sorry, all the way back.
Yeah, so Craig mentioned he thought he would probably get this, and he said he'd probably play an early G5.
He was going to play an early G5, yeah. Oh, so he studied this. Oh, so
well, Craig is one of the best prepared players I've ever met, so I'm sure he knows exactly what's going on here. Wow, look at Mamedov's time, though. I guess he knows what's going on, too. He hasn't used any time yet.
There's no time at all, and the odd thing about this is that these sacks tend not to be sound, don't they? I mean, this is surprising.
They tend not to be maybe under best play, but I think even in standard games at pretty high levels, they do give white some significant lasting pressure. And I think in a rapid game, that's going to be very difficult for Craig to defend this accurately.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have
white. Is natural.
Position.
You could. The other idea is Queen E7 and Knight D8, but yeah, Bishop E6 is awfully natural.
Wow, he's still in prep. That's so sick.
Yeah.
Bishop d5 is pretty nasty too.
Yeah, makes you wonder if black should have put the knight on e6. That's what you usually do. Too late for that. So what does he do instead? Rook g8 doesn't do any good. I suppose he could
Craig
try.
did have a game in the North American Open where he beat Grandmaster Gelashvili really nicely when Gelashvili was sacking all his pieces going for a mating attack. So
Interesting.
I suppose you could play rook h8, h5, rook h6, or something like that. And play king f8 if you get checked.
all right, so what's going on in these
Oh yeah,
other
yeah,
games?
yeah, exactly.
Not-
Okay, what about
Not
Michael
crazy
against
about Melik's
Alexerov?
structure.
I'm sorry, which one do you want to look at?
Oh, whatever you
Melik,
want, John.
okay,
I was just
okay.
noticing
No,
Melik's
that's fine.
structure.
We can look at that
Looks a
first.
little-
Okay.
Yeah, Melik's structure looks reminiscent of some of these positions where white can, even Trompowsky positions where white
Oh, look,
takes
bishop
the knight on
e5. Yeah,
f6.
that's in one of these books, but nobody really believes it. That's
Okay.
funny. This should be okay.
Well, maybe he has enough piece play to justify the structure.
Yeah, I don't think the structure is that terrible, really. I mean, you know, it's like black needs a bishop, white needs a bishop or something. No, I
Melik
think
is really good at
think
like
this is okay.
making use of piece play. Yeah, maybe it is.
I don't think white has much, you know, to do here that's particularly dangerous. You'll never win the d pawn, right? And so all you have is a blockade square. Big deal, right? I think we're okay here, although, you know, probably I'd rather be white, but
So Josh's game against Kostya is already a lot's already happened there. We have just a knight versus bishop imbalance on the board.
Is this a knight or for some? Oh no, this is a
time
Taimanov.
I think both these players know what they're doing very well. In these
Right.
Whoa, what happened there? A bunch of moves seem to happen, but anyway.
I think you went right to the end.
Okay. Okay, what do we think? This is funny. What a structure.
Yeah,
I mean, if black doesn't improve something, white's going to stand very well strategically.
Well, c5, c4, right? And the knight might not be very good on a4. That's one way to look
well,
at it.
I guess in the meantime, white can maybe try b3, knight b2 to try to quell that, but white's still playing pretty quickly. I think he.
Well,
Yeah, Josh likes to play quickly, and he's good at it. I mean, I
I
think
like
the
this game. I
onus
mean,
is
offhand, it
black.
looks really good for white. I mean, if black didn't make some break.
Yeah, there's some danger for black on the king side too. I would definitely much rather be white.
Yeah, well, positionally too. What's happening here? Black has no particular plan. I guess he has the F file, but there's nothing to do with it.
So what's the only game we haven't talked about? Michael against
Michael
Zoria and Michael, right? Here.
Aleskarov is playing.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
we
did
looked
this.
at we looked at
Melik
Zoria.
is playing Azoria.
What about Craig against Mamedov? Oh, well, yeah, we've looked at that. Oh, rook g8, but then where's he going? He can't get to g6.
Just make sure in Melik's game that you go to the end because it's stuck on move 3.
Oh yeah, on the bottom left.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
just skip ahead all the way. So
Yeah.
I think if you're not skip to the very end, it won't update in real time.
There you go.
Yeah.
They're in the end game now.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But
it's
we
gonna
were
be very
gonna
hard for white
discuss,
to prove
It's
much.
really hard to believe white has anything here, to me. It's not like that's really that bad a bishop. I mean, it's a bad bishop in principle, but it's in practice, it's okay.
Melik is very, very hard to beat if he wants to be solid.
Yeah.
So
He-
should we
he
talk
just
about
doesn't-
Michael and Aleskarov in the top left?
Okay, do we need to go back a few moves? We saw the beginning, right, or did we?
I don't think we saw anything.
Oh, okay, let's go all the way back. Oh, no, we didn't. It's
Queen's Gambit
regular old
declines.
Queen's
It's a
Gambit.
bad structure.
H6 is sometimes played, but not very often.
Right, because sometimes you want to put the knight on g6, right?
Yeah, that's one reason, and yeah, it's just has a lot of disadvantages. But now that this has happened, I don't know if that h6 does hurt. It might even help. Sort of a standard position. I don't think white's supposed to have anything in a position like this. Who are we rooting for? Rooting for white, right?
Rooting
We should
for
probably
white.
root for Michael.
Rooting for white. Okay. I just want to make sure which side I'm supposed to be on here. Yeah, I don't. I don't know. It seems to me black stands perfectly nicely here.
Yeah, I agree. I don't see too much pressure for white, but it's still
Well,
a dynamic
It's a
position.
dynamic position. White, he's played brilliantly, and he's the better player anyway, probably. So this is great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right. Anything interesting? So Mamedov has played King H1, Rook G1, which
my
not so
goodness.
subtly indicates a G4 coming. And Craig plays H5, probably to discourage.
Yeah, I was surprised if he was going to play
Oh,
H5
man,
why he
H3.
didn't play. Why he didn't
Yeah.
play Rook.
Mamedov just not thinking at all this game.
Well, now Rook H, but it's one move too late. So he could have gotten Rook H6 in, but now it's too late.
Well, I would argue that Mamedov has
Maybe
spent
still
3
could have.
moves playing this King H1, Rook G1 maneuver, and I think G4 is probably ill-advised at the moment.
Well, maybe Bishop takes E6 and then G4.
Bishop E6, we have Queen E6, probably.
I see.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, so maybe Knight C4 is an idea. Just put Knight C4 in first.
Yeah,
You
Knight
know,
C4.
as well prepared as Mamedov obviously is, and as fast as he's playing, Craig seems to have the thread. I mean, he's made his last few moves pretty quickly, too. So it seems like he at least feels comfortable enough with this position.
Right, and so Keaton, do you expect like a Rook H6, Rook G6, Rook H8 maneuver kind of thing?
Oh, I'm sure he'd love to if he has the time.
Yeah, I don't know
Right.
why he had to play Rook G8, but I guess it's worked out. White's idea is pretty abstract, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree. Rook G8 was kind of a strange move, but it doesn't seem like it.
There's also
the
Knight-
time wasted hurt him that
There's
much.
things like Knight F1 G3, hitting F5 and H5. It's a possibility. Or even
Certainly.
or even Knight F1 E3, because if he takes it, you got the F file.
Yeah, certainly ideas.
Knight F1 seems like a pretty good start.
Right, because the Knight F1 idea prevents like this Rook G6 maneuver because the Knight F5 check will be probably too strong.
Yeah, Knight F5 and Knight H5.
Or Knight H5 might be too strong too.
Oh, yeah, right. Of course. Well, assume you don't.
Although I
make-
suppose if White puts a knight on G3, it kind of undermines all the time he spent playing King H1 Rook G1, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
do we care?
I think King H1 Rook G1 is actually a very good maneuver in Crazy House. Fun fact. It's
But he's played very quickly B5 there.
Yeah. It could help us if we can get the rooks off later, but the problem is we'll be all pinned up in the meantime because the knight has nowhere to go. So the bishop on, I mean, you could even play B3, B6 now or something. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like this. Something went wrong.
Yeah, I think Mamedov's managed to get some pressure on the queen side too, which was somewhat unexpected.
How's the time in that game? Oh, I see. Craig's way down.
So I would say on the left side, like Michael and Melik's game, like those positions are pretty dry.
Yeah, how come nothing's
Whereas-
happened there? Who's thinking? Okay, Michael thought quite a bit.
Black is thinking.
And now Black is thinking.
Whereas, you know, on the right hand side, it seems to be where the action is right now.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly. Yeah, how does Michael progress in the top left? It seems like Alice Carroll's doing an okay job liquidating.
Yeah, he's good at, you know, playing pretty fast and playing solid, but maybe Michael can grind some sort of
Yeah,
knight
maybe like a Bobby Fischer Queen A3 here.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah,
like that move.
But actually, I think Black's, it's bishop versus knight. I don't know. I kind of like Black here.
Well, how do you deal with Queen A3? They just
Well,
Okay,
so
take your pawn.
I see. Oh, you're saying there's bishop B5 maybe first, and then bishop D3.
He played it.
All right, emulating Fischer right there.
Emulating Kyron.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see there is a direct threat. If you have to play B6, that's kind of sad. But still, Black might be at least equal.
Well, bishop b5 is the response I was guessing, but I'm not sure it helps him that much. Now the knight will go maybe the g3 or something like that. G3 or f4 if he wants to try to provoke g5.
Right. Knight G3 makes a double threat, right?
Because it's with tempo. That's the main thing. Yeah.
True,
Well, is
threats
there
on
really a
f5
threat
and
with the rook on
c5.
D1? There's not really a threat on C5 yet, is there?
Oh, you're right. There is no
Yeah, I
threat.
think
So
you're
we
right.
could
Well,
play
you have DC maybe, and
We could play King G6 here maybe, or even G6. I don't like G6, but
John bringing that king out to the battle.
I know.
Well,
That's
there's
bold,
there's
but
0 pieces over there.
probably fine.
White has
Yeah,
no
okay.
pieces on the king side. Okay, what
Still
about
some play.
Izoria? What's happened there? Pretty much what we expected, except actually Black didn't even win any space, so that's kind of nice. I think it's good that White got those knights off. That helps.
I mean,
Well,
I
it's
think
good
it's
for
going
White,
to be.
not good for us. But yeah,
I think it's going to be a little unpleasant
Oh,
for
you're
Black.
right. You're right. We're looking for Melik. We're looking for Black.
Black is going to be very passive here.
right. I
But-
think the H file open makes another weakness, which is not going to be in our favor.
This is going to be a long grind.
but very easy to defend. Hopefully. What happened to queenside play? I thought we were going to get some queenside play. Anyway, okay. What do we got here? We got what about Josh's game? Nothing's happened. They're thinking Rook D8. That's not much of a move.
Yeah, Josh's game has progressed rather slowly in the
and his
past maybe
opponent
10
has
minutes.
used a lot of time. That helps, right? Okay.
Certainly.
And then
Well, I think his opponent's has just decided
ooh,
to offer
Mamedov,
this.
big decisions, big decisions in the
Endgame.
Mamedov. We should go there since that's such a critical game.
He took on E6.
How odd. I guess he's going to play the G4 after all? This
Well,
is
Queen
very
E6,
odd.
there's B6 is the problem maybe. So Knight E6 is probably forced here, and then
Yeah, but what's wrong with
but then
that?
what? Yeah,
I
not
guess
much.
Maybe G4, he's thinking.
Yeah, Knight E6 G4 and Rook G4, I guess, is probably
Yeah.
the only.
Well, if Black takes, yeah. I don't think Black would take. But
Oh, Rook
no,
A1.
this was the idea.
Okay, B6.
Simple.
B6, but yeah, now. Oh no, we're losing the
B6
bishop.
loses to bishop takes F6. Although not loses, you're just giving your piece back. Might still be an endgame, but yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
are we
looks like
we're down a
double
pawn
up.
then, right?
It's not good, obviously, but at least we're not okay. But a pawn is not the same as losing a whole piece.
Yeah.
We don't resign immediately anyway.
I guess you can go to C takes B5, and
You know,
but
knight
yeah,
F-
this is going to be extremely unpleasant for Black.
Yeah, White has all
I'm
that.
still scared of the knight F1 idea, followed by knight E3 or knight G3 or something. Oh man, this is not
Yeah,
good.
I would probably say
Big
Craig
time
is
disadvantage there too.
exactly. Craig
Maybe-
Craig is very close to lost, I would say.
Maybe you can play bishop F2. Oh well, never mind.
Oh,
he
I guess
plays-
he's forcing an endgame.
Oh wait, why can't he? Oh, so it doesn't work to take twice on A7 because after bishop F6 you just move the king back. That looks very scary.
Yeah, it looks extremely scary.
Right, because you could take the rook and queen H5, and you're up
Yeah,
two
but-
pawns at minimum, right?
Is it up 2 pawns? Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
you're on.
Yeah,
It,
you're gonna
lo-
be up
it
two
looks it looks completely winning.
Yeah, I think it takes twice on
Yeah.
A7 is the right
I
path.
think it is too because it makes it easy in terms of
Right.
time.
All right, so let's see. Let's go to more optimistic battlegrounds.
Okay, Josh is still better. Well, maybe.
Josh
not.
is
Josh
really-
is much better, I would say. I
What a
think this
great,
is-
great thing! He's managed to convert this position so nicely,
Yeah, we need him to win there.
sort of effortlessly. Actually, Josh has made this work.
I think
And
so.
we
Knight
need,
D3 is a major threat. 96 is for.
96,
But I think
96,
Khachiyan
everything's
is losing a pawn here, right? Khachiyan's
Oh, at
losing a pawn.
least, and there's queen. No, I think a pawn's the least of his problems. He wouldn't mind playing a pawn down, but look, there's queen G4. I mean, everything's falling, right? It's not
Yeah.
just the pawn. His position's going to be completely lost. That bishop's still going to be bad. I think we're in great shape, unless there's a tactic.
I agree. I think Khachiyan is completely lost.
It's just tactics that can worry us. That's about it. But the queen can't get to D4 or anything like that.
Well,
Like-
so Queen D6, Knight B7, Queen D4.
Oh, I was thinking queen B6, just queen F2.
All right, Queen B. Okay. Oh,
Maybe.
Queen B6, Queen F2,
Well, just something simple to do.
or Queen E5. Queen B6, Queen E5.
No, queen. I thought you said D6.
Oh yeah, Queen D6. Oh, okay. Well, let's take Knight
you want to
B7
play knight B7.
and take the bishop and Queen E5, and
So because queen D4 does nothing. Okay, I see. I guess. Yeah. The
Yeah,
king runs over to E2 and F1 and it's okay.
well, no, Queen A1, King D2.
Queen D4. Queen D4 again.
Right. I guess we do have to run away. We'd have to calculate a little bit. But yeah, King E2 there. There's no more checks.
Yeah, and queen takes D8 does nothing because of queen E5 and everything's covered.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
pawn up in the Queen endgame.
So what are we doing over here? The Melik, that game's happening. Things are happening fast.
Well, look at this move that Melik found D4, so he's
Uh-huh.
sacrificing that pawn to win the A2 pawn, which seems like a great trade for Black.
Yeah, actually, the bishop will, assuming Melik can consolidate all his pawns, the bishop should be better than the knight.
Yeah, at least Black should have no issues there.
Right.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
that is a
If rook takes and rook d6, you have this nice rook e6 move. Otherwise, that could be a real problem.
right.
Okay, because the king's almost lost, right? The king's in trouble. But
And maybe we shouldn't give up on Craig just yet. It looks like he's at least found some ways to prolong the game there,
where is that? Up.
albeit tough.
Oh my God!
Right,
Yeah.
top right,
So should we
yeah.
go back for a second, see what happened? Why don't we go back and see what happened? So he
Yeah,
did
maybe
do
quickly.
that.
The moves are
He
coming
just,
fast.
He just played straight. That's okay. We can do this fast.
Yes, this is the line that we looked at, and
Sort of, not
yes.
quite though. No. Here we're only one pawn up. No, I mean the black's counterplay is much different than we thought it would be. I wonder about d takes c6 or b takes c6.
Okay, but he's still up 2 pawns,
Yeah,
so
he's
it's
still
pretty.
in big trouble because the king's totally safe.
right, knight d7 might be a threat here.
Yeah, it should be lost, especially in the hands of such a strong.
There's
king.
even actually, I think a big threat here is queen e6 followed by c7.
Well, yeah, we're going to play queen c3 anyway, or something like that, or so queen c2 anyway, probably.
Right, queen's got to go on the c file.
Yeah.
I'm a
because
little worried now that Michael will get pushed in this endgame. It looks like he's maybe a bit worse.
Oh, true. The top left.
Yeah, but that's not surprising, right? That's roughly where that was going anyway, I think. But
Well,
it's
I don't
like-
remember him
I
being any
wasn't
worse.
planning on White being
Yeah.
worse there.
Well, I was thinking he might be. But anyway, that's just my opinion. I just like bishop versus
Well,
knight.
if we can make it through the round, like only losing Craig's game, that'll be fine for us.
Well, okay, yeah, that's true.
Oh, absolutely, it'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as we keep these matches close, even if we lose both of them, like that's more than enough to win.
How do you get rook d6 in? Oh, I see. But now the king can go back, so that's okay.
Right, and c4 is going to hang. I think Melik should be able to hold this
Oh,
one.
I can't imagine Melik losing this position. He doesn't lose positions like this.
All right, Craig got mated.
Nice mate.
That's cute. Yeah. Well, he had no time left either, so it's really hard for
No,
him.
I think he was objectively completely lost.
Yeah.
Aliskerov's pushing with g4, but maybe Michael could take and try to get the rook to the f2 square and get some counterplay that way. What do you guys think?
Well, I think he has to take on g4.
He's going to take and play king h2 most
Yeah.
likely.
I don't like letting the pawn get to g3.
Okay, well, in between move. Actually,
yeah, which gives him knight
that's a
f4 check
very-
sometimes. That might be really nice. This could be very
right.
useful.
Actually, is he getting the? Okay, so rook c2, knight f4, king g5, hg.
Well, you have to look at knight d3. It might be worth.
Oh, no,
trying.
knight d3, then.
That's risky because you're probably going to lose the b pawn and have mate back rank problems. So
Right,
that's
right.
probably-
I
that's
think
probably not a
you
good
need to
idea.
throw in hg.
Yeah, you throw in hg.
But I guess after
Oh, and then you can
hg,
play
black
rook d3 because there'll never be a king g3, right? Because there's e4 check.
Well,
I
I'm
think
worried.
this is
I'm
gonna work
worried
for
that
white.
black doesn't have to take the pawn back on g4.
That's a good point. Yeah, he might let that.
Right, because
pawn-
I think knight d3,
Yeah.
hg, knight d3, ed, hg.
he did.
Black
take
has
it
like
back,
d2
though.
there.
No.
Yeah, here.
We can't just take twice. Why can't we just take twice here?
Right. Yeah, you should. Yeah, definitely take
That
twice.
should be a drawn. That should be a drawn rook ending with any.
It should
Absolutely.
be. Yeah, it should be a drawing.
Absolutely.
Because after king g3, you have e4 check to repel the king.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then you also have king
And if he takes on
h2, king
d2,
h2, and
then-
if h3, you have rook d4, right? So king h2 is a good move too, because h3 doesn't work.
Yes,
White-
absolutely.
White's
Yeah,
managed to
there's
get
no way
pawn
that
out
White
west.
should lose there.
So
Wait, was white up a pawn in the original position? Oh no, he's giving up b2. I'm
yeah, perfect.
blind.
And now there's rook d4, and we're fine. If this isn't drawn, what is drawn, right? This is a rook. This should be drawn.
Yeah, it should be drawn.
Yeah, good work on Michael to hold that one. You can even you could try a4 here, right?
Probably
rook
turns out
d4.
that g4 was a pretty bad move, actually.
A4 is kind of tricky because if he plays b4, you have rook d4, rook d5, and you pick up a pawn.
I see.
Wait, why can't he play it now?
Yeah, I was thinking white might
Oh,
try
I see.
a4. White might try a4 here.
Yeah, I mean, that would make it just completely unlosable.
Right. So it looks like Kostya is trying to get a perpetual, but it does not look like. Yeah, white played a4 in that game, but it looks like
Oh, White's king is too safe.
yeah, it looks like he's lost. I think he's run out of checks.
And
Okay, so
time,
queen
too.
e3, queen b6, but queen's going to take e6 and...
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, he'll lose that for sure.
Yeah, this is completely lost.
Whoa, what happened?
Oh, hello.
Oh, close the
Oh,
program.
Firefox stopped working.
That's okay, isn't it? For me, because I'm still not working with. Oh, chess.com. Shoot, no, that's right. I can't. No, so I have to just reopen everything. Oh man, there's no choice here.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry.
Maybe a good time
Okay, I'll
for
be
me
on in a
to.
second. I'll be on in a second. You guys. Well, actually, no one can hear you right now because Skype must be gone, right?
No,
I think Skype's still on.
I think
Okay.
XSplit's
Well, you
probably
guys talk
still
for a
on, too.
while then. You stay there and talk for a while I reopen everything. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Do you have the games, Kyron?
Yeah. Let me try to pull them up on
But
my.
I guess the viewers won't be able to see the games.
All right. I guess I can do a radio commentary, old school style.
Sure. Yeah, we can at least let them know what's happening. I've got the games up too.
Okay. Let me.
So yeah, Josh has gone up a piece and definitely is winning. Okay, Melik still looks pretty even with Azoria. Although Azoria has some space on the king side, he might be able to push a little bit, but I'm guessing draw there.
Right. Yeah. I'd be surprised if Zoria had anything real.
Michael, whoa! What's happening in Michael's game? It's a pawn end game, and they're
Oh, look,
both
the E6 check. What is going on here?
gonna queen.
Should I throw that up there on the thing? Yeah, might as well. So where's XSplit?
So this is probably gonna be a draw.
It's actually,
Although actually
you can actually see
black
the
has to
streamers.
be-
The audience can actually see that now. By the way, should be able to see that.
Oh, okay. Actually, black has
That's
to be
weird.
a tiny bit careful. I mean, of course, that end game's a draw, but
Right.
But black
As long
has
as he
to
doesn't.
be- black has
Doesn't,
to be
like-
a little more careful because the pawn on h4 is a weakness.
Right.
So it's
And like.
actually conceivable that white could win. Okay, and Josh won his game.
Yeah. So Josh won his.
Is Melik still going on, or is that over?
Melik's still going on.
Okay, let me put that up. Okay.
Michael's is a draw, but maybe he can set up some silly tricks, but it seems unlikely. I think Black will be happy to take.
Oh, he's held the pawn now. Yeah, then it's certainly a
Right.
draw.
Yeah, Black's gonna just take a draw here. So
Okay, let me look at my XSplit. Oh, good. I've got those two games up. Is there only two left, or is there one more? I've got Melik up and Michael. Is there another game still going on that I should be looking for?
yes.
Oh, there is. Okay. Let me just
It's
get back.
oh no. Craig lost his.
Yeah. So
Okay,
we're just looking at
so-
Melik and Michael, and those are both up there now.
Okay, great.
A little sloppy looking, but I'll get that.
Yeah.
How am I going to get that? I've got to get rid of that.
Okay,
Draw.
Michael drew.
Yeah, Michael.
So
Just
the only game going is Melik's.
Let me get rid of. Well,
all right.
nothing.
So, what do you think about Melik's? Azoria is dangerously low on time, so I think that's gonna hurt his winning chances significantly. Actually, Azoria has to be a little bit careful. This pawn on b2 is.
Yeah, what's going on here? I don't. What winning chances? Are we sure White has anything now? I mean, you can play knight d3, I guess. Oh, mating ideas.
Yeah, there's some mating ideas. That's
So king comes straight back, or do you check?
or yeah, rook
Check,
f2.
yeah. That's probably a lot better because of the f pawns hanging.
Oh yeah, can you grab b2?
Oh wow, black is.
Grab
Oh,
Oh, knight. There's knight f7, but king g6.
but then king g6. Yeah, black is pushing now.
Yeah, black is certainly pushing.
There's
Yeah,
knight
Azoria
G,
has
well, knight
bungled this.
g4? No.
Knight g4, king g5.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Oh,
He's trying
for
to
something.
mate. Yeah.
Well, he's trying to
I didn't-
draw.
but
I think
is
he's
there a
trying to
threat here?
draw. Rook g7 and try to get a draw, I think. I think he's just trying to draw now. Isn't
But
rook g7 the only threat? I think it's the only idea.
Yeah, Melik doesn't see anything. Knight g4 check, king f4 also. There's no.
Well, what king h7?
But-
right? Oh, I see. Okay. Wait, what is going on here?
Yeah, I would anticipate king h7, but
Okay,
unless
king
he wants to
H-
try king h5. No, king h5 is dangerous
King
because
h5? What happens on king h5?
King f4 might just win. Because king f4, then there's rook h8 mate. So
Well,
I think
the
played
king can
correct.
run to g6 on rook h8, so I'm not even sure.
What's the threat there? There's no threat there.
There's
is there?
yeah.
But
There's no
here, what
threat.
if Melik just queens his A point?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think A2.
I don't think there's any threats here.
A2 is the discipline move.
Looks over.
I
And
agree.
he has plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Yeah, Melik's just gonna be very happy to manage to pull this one out. Yeah, Zoria's probably gonna resign.
Oh, Melik's a beast.
Wow.
Boy, Zori's going to be awfully depressed about these last couple rounds.
So that's a 2.5, 1.5 for the Surfers in round 3.
Oh,
That means we've already clinched a draw.
that's 8, yeah. That's 8, so that's a tie
That's 8.
at least. Yeah.
So a half point in this
So
in
you
this
have to
last
do is
round.
draw a game, yeah. Just draw one. We're so far ahead in game points anyway, going in that we're not even that worried about game points, right, Keaton? Maybe a little bit, but not much.
We're not
It'd be nice
worried
to,
at
be nice
all.
to have a
If-
few more, but it'd be nice to have a few
If
more.
if we get to 4-0, we'll be just fine.
Yeah.
we're not worried about game
It
points.
doesn't look like an if anymore, does it?
Melik on the chat says, "Sorry, you were much better" to Azoria and says, "Good game."
He's a gentleman.
Yeah, he is class act.
He really is.
Wow. So I guess the team strategy is everybody goes in, offers a draw, and then everybody else resigns, and we all go home.
Call it an early night.
Yeah. Wow, this is great. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of smack talk on Facebook after this.
Yeah, well, I think the hackers brought that on themselves a bit.
Oh, certainly. Yeah, this is entirely their fault.
Boy, who was doing it? Not the GM, surely. The other two guys, right?
No. I think it was
Costa and Alex Garoff, or I mean, Zori and Mamedov wouldn't be
it was
trash
all
talkers
good
with it.
fun. You know, we know their guys pretty well.
Yeah.
They know us pretty
Who?
well.
So it was Zori and Mamedov. That's hard to believe. They were.
Oh
trash
no,
talking?
we don't know them too well, but we know like Kostia and Fike
Yeah.
pretty well.
Yeah.
They're good guys.
Okay, let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of this. Okay.
All right, so round 4 should be coming up pretty shortly.
No, we have.
Wow, this is
we have a
great.
couple-
So
we have
it,
a couple minutes.
San Diego Surfers are on track to 4-0, and
With a pretty large game lead too, because we went in with about a 5-game lead, didn't we?
Yeah, amazingly, this is already the third time in 4 matches that
You've at least
we've
tied
been
by-
guaranteed not to lose after the end of 3 rounds.
Right.
And
Melik
in
is
the
asking if he
2
wants
other
to.
matches, we had already locked up wins.
Right. Melik is asking if he should call on. I'm going to see if he actually has time to do so, because I think his last game is starting very soon, right?
Couple
Should
minutes
be
probably. Yeah.
5 minutes, right?
Probably
Maybe we
about-
should just get him on after the show.
Oh, look what Josh said. After this victory, a nice juicy status on Facebook is coming from me. Well, I've
Oh,
been.
John Hartman wants to call.
I've been taking up plenty of your time, guys. Maybe we should get some
Oh,
other
no.
people on.
No,
Just
this is
let you guys
great.
go.
This is great. Oh, you mean to do commentary? No, I don't think there's anybody better. Let me just check for a second. Are you guys been following the chat a little bit? Is that why you were reading? Was the chat?
Right. Yeah. So Melik commented in the chat asking if he should call, but I think we're cutting it too close. Maybe we'll just get him on.
Maybe
after
we
the
should
show.
wait. Maybe as soon as he's done.
Right. I am Arthur Shen asks if he can get in. I think that's a no.
He can hear you, by the way.
Yes, I know. He's a friend of mine.
Oh, okay. You're allowed to say things like that. Okay. John says he wants to call. I don't know why. I don't know if he's serious. He could be serious. John writes the book review column, right, Keaton, for Chess Life.
Yes. I believe he's the favorite column reviewer of San Diegan.
Right, of San Diegan authors. Yeah, I don't know if we should let John Hartman on the Surfers show. This could be a
Oh, I mean, we should probably keep it.
controversial move.
to the people on the team.
No love for Nebraska.
Hey, I love Nebraska.
Yeah, we love Nebraska. We're totally for Nebraskans.
They just need to win a few more games in football next year.
Boy, I don't think that's happening. They'd have to get some better recruiting.
9-4 isn't getting it done for the Cornhusker fans.
It wasn't even the 9-4 as much as it was the losses by 50 points. Right? I mean, they got towards the end of the season. Remember, they got.
Well, they got bombed by Ohio State.
Yeah, and somebody else too, right? Wasn't it? I thought they lost two big games.
Yeah. They won some nice games though. They were a pretty good
During
team.
the season, they won fantastically, right? They were They were ranked fairly high, right?
They were in the top 10 at one point.
Yeah, but then they just lost. It was 3 straight, or wasn't good anyway.
John Hartman says top 10 recruiting class.
Top 20.
Or top 20 recruiting class.
Yeah, good luck. No, we need the walk-on system. That's what worked for Nebraska. Remember, they had all those walk-ons, all those guys from the farms.
Well, back when they ran the option,
Yep.
they recruited those players who were
Offensive linemen.
Yeah.
A lot of offensive linemen.
Yeah, they were
But
big.
nowadays,
They
the
were-
offensive lineman, it doesn't help to be incredibly strong and 300 pounds. You also have to be fast, really fast. It's a speed position. I don't know how Nebraska manages to. It's amazing they did as well as they did because they have to compete with those kids who want to go to places like Florida and Southern California and stuff.
You know, it's not much of a match when the talk goes to Nebraska Cornhuskers football.
When the what goes? Oh no, what?
When we stop talking about the San Diego Surfers and start talking about Nebraska Cornhuskers football. So John Watson, myself, and John Hartman are all native Nebraskans. That's the reason why.
So I'm actually the only native San Diegan here.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's interesting. I forgot to ask the people on the show how many of them were actually from San Diego originally. Was Josh? Was he? San Diego?
I would say 0.
No, Josh is LA, Craig is LA,
Oh, okay.
Michael's LA.
Yeah, Craig and
Melik is
Michael
LA.
are like Irvine, Orange County. Josh is Santa Monica.
You guys got to promise me not to move the Surfers to LA. That'd be a heartbreaker.
Oh no, we would never start like that way. I mean, LA can start a team if they want to, but
games coming on here.
they
Let me
can't
get,
have this team.
Melik's
Good.
game just started. Let me put that up.
All right. Yeah, I see them coming on.
And I'll move that over here. Oh, it won't move. Too many people. Too many resources being battled for here, folks. Okay, and there's Josh's. Put that one up.
All right, so we have.
Whoa! Look what Leskarov just played against Josh.
Oh, I was saying that before the match. I said Eliskarov has been known to play E4, C5, A3, G6, H4.
These guys are all playing some uncompromising stuff. They definitely know the match situation.
Right. So yeah, for them to draw this match now, they need to win all 4 games, which is very tough. I can tell you from years at the Pan Ams that team upsets are much harder than individual upsets.
Okay, do I
Sure.
have one more here?
Because you need so many things to go right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so Michael's playing solid Nimzo.
Hey guys, so I told Melik that as soon as he finishes his game that he should call since he's been wanting to get on for so long.
All right.
Sure.
So whenever he does that, I'll bow out and you guys can get him on.
Okay.
I'm just
So-
machine setting this up. Now, did that work? Let me take a quick look.
It's a little bit cut off. Right,
What?
but yeah, that's totally fine. That should be that should be.
Oh, what's cut off?
Great.
Oh, you mean the score sheet? We don't care about the score sheet. But
Yeah,
the boards
that
are
should be
perfect,
totally
right?
Oh, that's completely great.
Well, they
Yeah.
are on X, but I don't know how they are on the actual web. How are they on the web?
Should be the same. Let me check.
Melik
Yeah,
already got
everything
to
we
an
need
end
is
game.
there.
Oh yeah, we don't
Yeah,
care
it
about
looks great.
the right hand part of the score sheet. What I've been missing before are things like times, which are actually pretty important. So at least we got those.
Well, I don't see any way Melik's going to lose this endgame. I mean, he never loses.
Melik's in an endgame already? Oh, yeah.
I think he's playing for a draw because of the match situation.
course.
He's playing for a draw with White.
How did that get cut off? How completely bizarre. It shouldn't be cut off.
What are you worried about, John?
Oh, I'm just trying to make this picture perfect, and I have no idea why it didn't come out right.
That's okay.
It makes no sense at all. I put everything on.
No, it's
But I
no
can
big
fix
deal. I
that.
think everybody can see it fine.
I think everything we need is there.
Yeah, but that's a matter of principle. Let me see. Oh, well.
All
okay.
right, so
So how are we doing? What are we looking at? We're looking at Melik's game first, I guess. How'd that go? That went. Oh.
So it looks like Mehmedov wanted to play a dynamic position, and Melik did not give him a chance to.
Right.
I think Mamedov's just copying my opening repertoire now.
Oh, well, he didn't play G6, E6, so that's slight
Okay.
deviation there.
Well, Aleskarov is going for it. Look at
Yeah.
the way he's playing this position.
Oh, yeah, he wants to win this game for sure.
Okay, let's
I think
check
that's
that
a
out.
safe state.
That was. Oh, there's the A3. Wow.
All right, so we have a...
Ooh, E5.
So this is not a wing gambit. I don't know what this is called, actually, with the
Yeah,
early A3.
Begs
Right,
answer.
it's
There is a
simpler,
name
but
for it. There was a whole book written by that guy, that Russian guy. Not Begzidov. Shoot, I used to know that guy's name. He wrote a book on A3. It's pretty good. No, strong player too.
Yeah, I've seen his games in the database.
But I don't think he wanted to play this at all. On the other hand, I guess there's an attack, isn't there?
Yeah, there's an attack, and
F5
okay,
looks like
F5
a
is probably
very good move.
necessary.
Well, good, yeah. Well, unless there's some sort of takes followed by bishop h7 or something.
But he might be overpressing against someone who can calculate extremely well. This is a dangerous way to play against Josh.
Well, right.
Exactly, and he's a pawn down,
So what about bishop h7? Is that for sure bad?
we were about knight g5, queen h5. Yes.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't really
wrong
see
with that.
anything wrong with that.
Yeah, that's kind of scary looking.
That's scary.
So what about knight g5, king h6? Is that just too adventurous?
It's probably forced, isn't it? It's a good idea.
Right.
It's an excellent idea.
Yeah, I like it, Kyron. Good.
Maybe bishop e2 threatening mate. Well, then it's queen e8, I guess.
The bishop's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Of course.
Yeah.
He can't play an illegal move. Okay. Yeah. Well, maybe that refutes it.
Maybe, or I don't know, queen f4. Maybe if he wants to keep going. There's like
Or something like d4 with the idea of bishop c1 is still possible.
exactly. So I think
But-
Alascaro's probably calculating this
Yeah.
bishop h7 try.
There's also.
Also,
knight-
Craig has
knight g5.
sacrificed the pawn against Azoria, but with some very obvious strategic compensation.
Okay, yeah, let's go to that game. Bottom left corner, we have
By the way,
Craig as
can I just say something here? After bishop h7 takes queen h5 first, and what's the difference?
Oh yeah, that prevents it.
right.
Then knight g5. I think this is probably.
Oh man.
Is it winning? It
Shoot,
looks
I hope it's not winning.
I guess you have to
Okay,
prove
rook
after
e8,
rook e8 that it is made, but after what, check and then queen g6, then king back. Yeah, maybe there's no mate, because the king gets out at e7, right?
Since you always have G7 covered.
King's playing like whack-a-mole over there.
Yeah, there's this bishop a3 check move, but it doesn't seem to do enough after d6.
Whack-a-mole. It's a good.
King just goes back to g8. You can never catch it.
It's probably worth trying for white, because otherwise this is a totally fishy attack, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, what else are you
maybe
gonna
he's
do?
thinking about queen h5 first. Maybe that's the other possibility.
Right, or even knight g5 first. I guess there's
I
some
don't like.
options.
Well, knight g5 first, you can play h6, right? So I'm thinking queen
Okay,
h5
yes.
first, maybe.
Probably.
Ooh, queen h5 first, sort of interesting. But it's still not made after h6, queen g6. You just take the bishops.
Right, yeah, just take the bishop and run. Yeah, there it is,
that
bishop
way.
h7.
Yeah, you went for it. Yeah.
So Josh has probably
just
been
be a
calculating
draw.
this in the meantime.
But of course,
Yeah.
Josh is fine with
Well,
it.
yeah, I think Josh is happy with the draw too, right? Just he knows it
Well,
clinches the
well,
match.
now he is.
Well, yeah, now he is, of course.
Well, he did play knight G5 first, so he gave that extra option.
Phew, that seems like a mistake.
That might be interesting. He might be baiting king h6 because he might understand that queen h5 first forces a draw, and he wants to give Josh an opportunity to possibly lose this.
That would be a pretty sophisticated way of thinking about it, given that he could just play king g8 and force the same position, right? So he would really have to be confident that king h6 is bad in order.
Well, I mean, for in the team situation, a loss is the same as a draw, right? So
that is true. Yeah,
there's no reason to calculate that thoroughly.
Oh, we should look at some games.
Yeah, so we should. We've only looked at one game.
Okay, so there's Craig playing Azoria. Let's take a look at those first moves. It was Sicilian. Oh, Kelly's Sicilian. With the c4 line. Oh, so it's transposed into a time and off type position, or Paulson position. It's actually a mainline Paulson, isn't it? This is usually considered okay for black, I think. Whoa, I don't know about all this. Wow.
Craig must be in prep. This
looks like prep. He's at 13 minutes still. Well, I mean, you get the two bishops. Looks like black.
So Azoria just offered an exchange.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's this d5 thing? I guess the idea is if bishop a3 immediately, you play queen takes c4. But what about c takes d?
Yeah, good point.
Is there a queen c3? It's hard to believe.
Queen c3, bishop a3.
Yeah.
Way too much there.
And somehow Kostya managed to open the H file as well against Michael. I'm not sure I like all these guys opening the H file.
Maybe that's our.
I think they're all trying to mate.
Maybe we'll have to prepare this for next week. This is our weakness. This is our secret weakness.
And by the way, that variation did happen in Josh's game with King G8, Queen H5, Rook E8, just like we thought.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't see a win for White there.
No,
right. I don't believe White has one.
But it's worth. I'm sure he'll take his time and look for one.
So I guess.
Okay, so what's going on in Michael's game? This doesn't seem like much of an attack. There aren't any pieces over there, right?
Exactly.
Bishop h5. There's queen takes g5 probably.
No, I think White might be worse here if he doesn't. How does he save the g pawn?
Yeah.
Well, I think Kostya has been forced to go a little bit outside of his comfort zone because he's normally a very solid player. So a little bit of a tough situation with him being expected to deliver nothing but a win here against such a solid player as Michael.
Right. I think this will be pretty easy to play for Michael.
Seems like Mamedov's at least organized something double-edged against Melik. Hard to tell exactly what's going on.
We haven't even looked at that. Let's take a quick look at that. Okay, so that's.
Yeah, he's managed to get the two bishops in exchange for.
Right. We saw the opening, but yeah,
we saw all the way up to about this point. Oh, bishop e3 we saw, right there. Oh, and we saw knight h5. Okay.
Yeah, Melik just wants all the pieces off. Makes sense. But yeah, you're right. This is a little bit double-edged where
this is kind of crazy.
Black's gotten the two bishops, but at the cost of 3 isolated pawns, 2 of which are doubled on the H file.
Who knows what's going on here? Offhand, Oh, that's a good idea, right? Because if he simplifies, it's obviously draw. I mean, there's no worry about a draw. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, otherwise I was getting a little worried that maybe Black was actually better. Okay. Oh, yeah, we haven't finished here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, C2 is hanging, but not yet. Wow.
Yeah, Medov's getting some space here.
Okay, and this is where we are. So is there a knight d6 thing? No, there isn't. Is there a knight f6 thing as a tactic, followed by knight h5?
I guess c2 hangs and the pawn goes to d1 pretty quickly.
You can start with g4. I don't know if that does any good.
Yeah, Medov's done a great job of making this position much less dry than it was before.
Yeah.
He's a very strong player.
However, the d-pawn may be falling here, which would be, even if he traded it for something, that would be good.
Well, yeah, d3.
He could go d3 and trade it for the b-pawn and try to win with his queenside majority. I mean, in such a case, the queenside majority would be like his last chance to try for something.
There's rook b3 and you lose your b-pawn, right? I don't know. I don't think that's going to work.
Yeah, good point.
I don't think that's going to work.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Well, maybe you don't take the d pawn back, like d3,
right,
cd,
you play
and
bishop b2 right away, but then he's got the open file. I don't know.
Maybe.
It seems very implausible, doesn't it? Aha!
Oh wow, he's just
trick.
played b4.
He wants to
So
play,
the trick, is there some c3 tactic where he makes it past
yeah,
a-pawn?
c3 in combination with a rook d8 or something. But how that's going to work, I don't know.
I don't know. It feels like Mamedov might be overpressing a bit. Now he has to do something crazy because if he just goes rook d8, then c3 just holds everything. So
Yeah.
So I think it's probably, what do you think takes in c3 here is likely?
or maybe just c3 immediately. I'm not sure.
Maybe. It seems like this shouldn't work though.
Right, exactly. Yeah. White seems completely good.
So Aliskerov has thrown in an h5 out here some point.
Oh my
Probably
God!
wants to play.
He's trying to win. Okay.
He probably wants to play h6.
Well, okay, so Craig, or I mean, Josh couldn't find anything better than queen e7. So now king. Wait. He's thinking about taking the knight here, in h6. Oh man, that's terrifying.
Yeah, to say the least.
Well, then maybe the king could come back, but I doubt it.
It looks like
so king g8 here, h6
Yeah.
also.
Okay, but then let's slow down. Maybe that's a keep.
Actually, the queen e7 actually cut off the king's escape square. I think that was a bad move. Because now king g8 gets mated by queen h7, queen h8. So actually, I think black's just mated here.
Yeah, I haven't spotted a way to survive yet.
Because your only two moves are king g8 and bishop takes knight, and king g8 gets mated in 2, and bishop takes knight, h6 looks crushing. I mean, you have to take the knight and then some king g8 or something fishy, but
Yeah, but it doesn't look like any chance there.
no, certainly not.
Because queen h7 and then taking on g7.
Wait, sorry, bishop takes knight.
So then, like, a bishop takes knight h6. If bishop
King
takes
g8.
h6, rook h6.
Oh, I wasn't gonna take h6.
Oh, you're thinking king g8 first.
Yeah.
But then maybe pawn takes g7.
Right, and bishop
And rook
h4.
h8
Just
mate.
right. I guess
Oh yeah,
bishop
bishop
h4.
h4. Bishop h4. Nice. I didn't see that.
But I really doubt it works. I guess you have some like bishop f2 tricks with queen f7, and I don't know.
Except,
like,
Maybe it's only
except
chance.
G3 stops that. Just G3 immediately.
right. He doesn't even have to
With
take
rook
back on
h4.
f2. You got it.
Well, Mamedov did play rook d8. I wonder what his plan is if white just plays c3.
Well, the
He
c3 is
probably
forced,
doesn't have
right?
a plan. He's running out of time. I mean, he doesn't have any idea, so he's just making a move. It would be nice if he could take everything off on e4 and d4 and then play c3 and queen, right? But
You think
So
he's probably
Josh-
going to take d4. He's probably going to take
No,
d4
yeah,
and
but
try
then
to.
he'll take with the pawn. He won't take with the rook. If he takes with the rook, he loses, right? Because he goes rook takes, bishop takes, and c3, and they can't catch the pawn.
Huh.
This
Take
is the
c3.
same position, right? Okay, except it's that way. Okay, it's actually the same position, but he
Yeah,
decided
well,
to do it
he's
that way.
still trying, certainly.
So Josh did play what we thought, king g8, trying to survive.
I think it's the only try, but I totally agree that it's completely lost.
Maybe bishop takes g7 is the way to do it, because then h7 mate is threatened.
Can we take a look at Craig's game? It's progressed, I think, since we last saw.
Oh yeah, we definitely should. I thought it was stuck there.
I'm sorry, I haven't done
So-
the moves. Let me do
So
this.
Craig took the exchange, it looks like.
I'm surprised he didn't grab the pawn first. So now
Wow,
what?
it
Okay,
looks
well,
like-
White isn't going to lose this, that's for sure. But
Yeah.
is he going to win it?
Are you sure?
But is he going to win it? Well,
It seems like
partially
some
White
risk.
checked.
It seems like white is at risk to
Oh,
me.
because of this guy, because of the
Yeah.
yeah.
Why rook e1 check just drives the king to the right place, maybe. Oh, he doesn't want the bishop settling in. He wants to force the bishop to c6, so that it can't be active.
Okay, so Josh lost.
Josh lost. Yeah, bishop g7 was most accurate. Oh man, that's
Yeah.
too bad. Okay, but all we need is a draw, and I think our best bet right now is Michael. I think he's just up a pawn for nothing. Kosti's gonna set up some mating nets on the h file, but I think f6 will probably
Even f5 or f6.
yeah or f5.
And
Probably
I think
immediately.
the other two games are okay for us too.
Oh, certainly.
Maybe a little more risk.
Yeah, actually, all of these players have like praising our opponents. They've done a pretty good job of making sure we didn't get any easy draws.
I like Melik's best. I think it's completely safe.
I think he's a lot better.
Yeah, I know. So I mean, we're as far as getting the draw, we're
yeah.
almost
Right.
Now he
guaranteed.
can just
Now he's
play
threatening
knight
bishop
d6.
b4. Bishop b4 is a big threat now. I mean, that'll draw instantly, if not better.
Wait, he can play knight d6 here, right? After king f7?
Yeah.
I
Just
don't
No,
know.
I think
get
wait,
another
can't-
piece.
why- We can't just take that. We just take that.
Yeah, take rook takes.
Well, right now we have opposite colors and
Yeah, exactly.
in
I think
active position. It'd be amazing to lose that. I think. Although maybe
Right.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh no, white can't lose him.
right, because rook a6 is next move, and you're gonna get a5.
Yeah, white just has everything locked down.
Yeah, bishop c2 makes sense, but I think you got to grab the a5 pawn here, right?
Yeah, just rook
Yeah,
a6.
just to be safe, grab that. Make
I think
absolutely
he's
sure.
tempting Melik into taking h6 and h5.
Yeah, maybe
No,
White
they
could
didn't
win,
cancel
maybe
it.
White could win this, but I don't think he should take any chances.
right. The team situations too.
Yeah. Plus, he's 4 minutes behind, so why make it complicated? Okay, so what are we doing with what do we got to go here? This game we very seldom look at.
Josh
You know,
just said
the
he
game
wants
with
to
Michael-
join the call. How
All right.
about I go ahead and get off and Josh can come on? Does that sound good?
Sure. That's
All
All
right.
right.
Sure,
All right. Hey
whatever.
guys, thanks for having me, and I'm sure we'll get this one locked up. And I'm just so proud of this team. We're amazing.
Yeah, we're killing it.
All right. Thanks so much, guys.
All right, thanks
Okay,
for coming on.
Caden.
All right.
See ya.
Okay, I'm just looking at this guy again.
Sure. You want to give Josh a
he's
call?
really spent a lot of time. Michael spent a lot of time on this move, didn't he? I guess
Yeah,
he's
it's
trying to decide
probably-
between f5 and f6, right? I would think f5 because if he plays f6, there might be a long-term attack on those light squares, right?
Right. Maybe
So
maybe
F5
f6 is safest.
f5 looks better. No, I think f5 is safest. I think f6.
Oh,
would
f5
be-
is safe. Okay.
F6.
Oh
would be
yeah,
better.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Because
Hey,
some
guys.
bishop h5. Hey Josh. Hello.
Did you? Hello. Yeah. Did you call?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Oh, great.
Okay.
So yeah, tell us your thoughts. That was a tough game you had against Eliskarov. I think,
Ooh.
or do you think Queen e7 was the fatal mistake, or do you think the attack was too strong to begin with?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see what else I could have done. It's just, yeah. I mean, I did not play well that game.
Yeah, the bishop h7 shot was surprisingly
We did see
difficult to deal
something.
with.
Are you watching the
Yeah.
screen, by the way? Are you?
Oh, yeah, I am.
We looked at.
Wait.
We thought the order with knight g5 was funny. That he should
Yeah,
play
we
queen h5
thought-
first because
Exactly.
after knight g5 you could play king h6.
No, the problem with knight g5, king h6 was that white had queen e4, and if g6, then h5 won.
I
Queen
see. Very
e4.
good. Very good.
But
Okay.
nah, I mean, I shouldn't even have taken chances. I shouldn't even have castled. I should have just played king f8.
Mm.
There is no reason for me to even do that, considering the team situation.
Right.
Right.
We're both pretty confident we're still going to get locked up, but
Yeah, of course.
Draw.
Of
We
course.
just got
Oh,
the draw.
yeah.
All right, yeah, we won.
The,
Okay.
so that's good. Melik. That's the only game we for sure were able to draw on, but I think Craig's game looks reasonably okay. I mean, the queenside pawns are really blockaded. So
yeah, I
don't see
think
how-
Craig should be.
I don't see how
fine
black
here.
can get any winning chances, but I guess you never know. But
So for the listeners, the San Diego Servers have moved on to 4-0. We've just clinched the match, which is awesome, and yeah, we're very happy to beat our rivals, the San Jose Hackers. I do think they did outrate us on paper, and we managed to demolish them on the board. So
Yeah,
fantastic
they
result.
outrated us by 30 points or something. But yeah, I mean, damn. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm really in the position where I can talk smack on Facebook anymore. So
I mean, you still can. You still
Albinov.
can.
Oh my God! I just went to the chat. I never look at the chat. Albinov, hello. It's been ages. Another Nebraskan, by the way. We're just loaded with Nebraskans here.
Oh yeah,
So,
he's at Columbia now. So
is he? Oh, that's right. You know
yeah.
him. Yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
awesome.
yeah.
Melik
Melissa
says,
wants to
yeah.
call. Well, we can. I think we can only do one at a time because these windows
Yeah.
are barely moving. So Melik said, just wait 1 sec. We'll talk with Josh for a while, and then I guess we'll kick you off, Josh, if that's okay, and we'll get Melik on.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Yeah.
Josh, so that was a tough one because the opening was probably harmless, right?
Were you
You're saying
expecting that
castling
opening?
was the problem.
I know he's played this A3 against Sicilian like many times. Do you like were you expecting it at all?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, F5 is
No,
so
if
natural.
I was, I probably wouldn't have played E6 in 2 seconds, and even so, I should probably not have played E6 in 2 seconds. But, I mean, of course, it can't be bad, but there's just no reason to, I guess.
Right.
I keep trying to think of the guy who wrote that book.
I think that considering the match situation, it was probably smarter to play E5, but like on move 1.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm just making excuses. That was bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
that's what those openings are designed to do.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and I think instinctively you were so right. I mean, it's not a very sound way for White to proceed ultimately, right? But it's just so hard to deal with over the board. But I mean, you had the right idea. Maybe did you have to go back to C7? I don't know. I'm just looking here. This is. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, but I think your instincts are right. There is probably something wrong with what White's doing, right? It's probably
definitely.
Yeah, and so it's natural for you to do that. But
I think F5 was the right move at some point, but maybe there it was. Well,
but that might be too late. F5 is not only natural, but it might be the only move.
No, I think instead of F5, I could try playing H6.
Really? Okay. Even though he has
H6.
So I guess he can play Queen E4.
Queen E4 ideas with H5 coming. That's going to be tough. In fact, I think that's not going to work.
Well, then what do I do?
I think your F5 was so natural and so normal, and it looked like it should work too, but it just. I think the knight on C7 is killing you. So somehow the whole setup just came out wrong.
You could have tried maybe. I don't know if this is too slow, but like. He's already threatening Bishop H7, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a.
No, I think, for example, instead of castling, if I just play like King F8, and did the same thing, but with my King on F8 instead of G8. Like, if I just play King F8 here,
he doesn't have hardly any pieces out. That's probably true. He probably has to try H4, H5, Rook H3 or something like that. But, yeah, you're right. King F8, what a great move.
Just King F8, Bishop E7, and then F5, and then just what does he do back?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, that's at least. It's just so weird to think about castling like being bad, because White's position, White's play is just so ridiculous.
Even G6 is probably not the end of the world because that bishop starts to look really bad on B2. It looks it's weakening, but so what? You're going to break up the center.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, with G6, I'm a little bit concerned about H4. Because I mean, when I play G6. If I am to play G6, I have to play Bishop F8, Bishop G7. So I can open up the center, right? But like G6, like H4, Bishop F8, H5, Bishop G7.
No, I think after
and like take G6 is just unpleasant, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just King F8 rather than G6.
But I had 2 pretty good games today, so that's fine.
Yeah, you did. You had some super games, actually.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, the results that all that matters. End result.
Yeah, of course.
So Craig's game is getting interesting.
Yeah, let's look down here at Michael's game. How about Michael's game?
So Michael played F6, which is interesting because
we thought F5 might be a little.
Oh yeah, I would never have played F6. I would definitely play F5.
Yeah, because it's risky to play F6 because he's got long term getting in those light squares, right? Bishop D4s, Bishop H5s. The other rook comes
over. I would never have played Knight C5 there. I'd have played F5 every time. But yeah, I mean, this looks very good for Black too. Obviously.
Yeah, it's close though. we're getting risky here, so right because of that E6 square.
Yeah, I mean, he probably made it harder than he needed it to be. But like, I mean, what does White do?
Right. I think Black's king will run to E8 or D8, but maybe he'll. So I assume he'll probably take the knight on C5 and put a bishop on E6 and.
Right, and then play rook G8. And where's that bishop going on G6? Where's that bishop? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. There's almost ridiculous stuff like takes knight, bishop E6, and like queen Well, I guess queen h8 doesn't do anything, but like there's ideas of like
there's
random
rook
stuff like that.
g8. We have to find a way to defend the bishop on g6, right?
Do you mean?
Oh, rook g1, yes.
Rook g1,
Right.
sorry. Is there any way
well-
to defend that? There's no easy way to defend that.
You could take e4, I guess.
Yeah, maybe take e4, but then all of a sudden, well, I don't know. Somehow that really does seem risky. Maybe not. Maybe you're right. Maybe you can just take e4 at that point. Well, what if we do
Yeah.
it the other way then? What if we do queen g4 after bishop e6 check, king e8?
I guess bishop f7. Just try to.
Oh yeah, but then
Then
there's
queen,
bishop 7.
then queen g7 and rook
Bishop
h7.
e6.
And,
Well, no, we were taking e6.
Queen
though.
g7, bishop e6.
oh, I see. You're right.
Yeah, but rook g1, bishop e4.
I agree. I think white certainly has some compensation for this pawn.
Or at least it's
Yeah.
risky. I mean, there's almost too many things going on there. It's a good thing that rook takes so long on it. That rook on a1 takes so long to get into play.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, Melik's been wanting to get on for a while. I guess I'll do
All right. Yeah, we'll get him on here.
Oh,
In a
Keaton
sec.
wants you to talk about your win over Azoria, which, by the way, was a masterpiece. That was
Oh,
terrific.
thank you.
Yeah, that was awesome.
What do you want to say about that? Anything to say about that? What happened in the opening? You
I
know?
actually got kind of lucky because when I played f4, I was thinking if he plays queen f3, then 95 just wins. But then I realized 95 bishop b5 check and I lose. So I was like, oh, okay. But I actually saw that like right after I played f4 too. But then I figured that if queen f3, if I castle long, then even if he trades queens, I get good counterplay with my development and open center, right? But he left the queens on, and I wasn't really sure what to do. But I guess he just blundered rook e3 or something.
Yeah, I think we agreed that he must have just completely missed rook e3. It looked
Yeah,
crushing.
he played pretty suboptimally after that. But like,
You
I mean,
had
he
rook
played to
E3.
London, so no mercy.
So Craig was talking about like rook e3 earlier. There were a lot of chances when you
Yeah, no.
even when you played like knight b4, it was like an option.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about rook e3 there. That's the only reason I spent like any time actually, just like thinking about rook e3. But there, I thought it was like definitely not as good because takes 94. And,
Right, and then queen b2, rook d1, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I just didn't see a way to win because like knight b4, queen e2, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just
Yeah, well, when you did play rook e3, it was definitely winning. So
yeah,
I think-
that was winning. He didn't play very well. He just didn't play that well overall. I don't think.
Yeah. Cool. Well, awesome. That's that was a big win to take out one of their
Yeah.
top GMs with black.
Thanks. All right. Well,
Cool. Yeah,
see you later.
let's get Melik on.
yeah, it was really fun. Thanks.
Hey, thanks very much. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
kind of watching this game in rapt attention. This is pretty wild stuff. I think black's.
All right,
okay.
I'll let Melik get on now. See you later.
Alrighty.
All right. See you later, Josh.
And then there's Craig's game. Oh, you want
Are you
to
watching
call Melik?
the
I'm watching
yeah.
all of them all of a sudden. Yeah, they're all getting
the
interesting.
bottom two?
Here's
Great.
Melik. I'll call him.
Okay.
Okay, add to group call. Did you get that? Melik, are you there? It just says add to group call.
Hmm.
Let me call Skype with him. There we go.
There we go.
Okay,
that's
let's see
on
if we
there.
get him. I think we will. Melik, answer your phone.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Hey, Melik.
how you doing? So nice Grandmaster draw at the end there.
I'm
Yeah,
your last
that
round.
Yeah.
It's exactly what we needed. We hadn't clinched the match
Yeah.
at that point. At that point, the match was still up in the air theoretically. So that was the ultimate
Yeah,
result.
I can talk to you. I hear you.
Okay,
No?
we're congratulating you on knowing that the match would be won if we could get a draw somewhere. At that point, we were not sure what was
Okay,
going on. So.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes, yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So what was the question?
Oh, nothing much. I was just congratulating you because your draw was the one that put us over the top in the match. It wasn't clear at that point for sure that we would win. We would
Hey
draw
guys.
another game.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think I was still better, but I just wanted to clinch a draw. I mean, that clinched the match.
Exactly.
Right. Of course.
Yeah.
That was a smart decision. We kind of thought that out of the opening you were trying to get a draw with d takes e5.
Yeah, I mean, I just blundered 94.
Oh yeah, that
I mean,
that started some counterplay certainly.
By the way, have you looked at Michael's
let me
game?
try to.
Michael's threatening mates and things now, right?
Let
Black
me.
one. Black one. Just all of a
Wow.
sudden. Boy, that was fast. That happened fast. Kostya is not having the
Oh,
best tournament
he
of
ran
all
out of time. Yeah,
Well, it's also made.
but he was mated.
I
Yeah.
think it's made, yeah.
Well, I guess. Yeah, no,
Queen
it's completely
Queen
mated.
E2, you have Queen B3, A3, C3.
Exactly.
So, wow.
Did we lose Melik? Did we?
I don't think so. Melik, you still there? Oh, maybe we did lose him. Let me check on Skype again. I can call him again.
Oops.
Oh, yeah, I think we did lose him.
Uh-oh. It sounded like his connection wasn't the best.
Let me try it again. Add to group call. Hey, Melik. It's ringing, I think.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, somehow we lost you.
Yeah. I mean, I got disconnected. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. We were just seeing the exciting win at the last minute that Michael won his game.
Yeah, I saw it. Michael also won. Fantastic. I mean, we just played very well. Yeah, I mean, last round, I mean, I was clearly I missed the knight d4 for some reason. I forgot he can jump on d4, but luckily I found this like knight b5 move, and then bishop c7 was a very lucky shot for me. I mean, he played a5 too early.
Okay, let's,
Right.
let's go back for a second. So we're talking about at what point? Early on, right? There's a5, c4, bishop f5.
Yeah, this should be like it should be very bad for white.
At what point? We're talking about.
Well, I mean, after bishop f8, e5, f6.
Yes. Oh, we kind of thought black was starting to get good play there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you played knight e4, which worked out very well though. Takes,
right.
bishop f5, rook
I
e1.
have to play rook e1, c4.
And
F3.
C4 ended up exposing his d pawn a little. Maybe he did have a better move.
No. I thought after c4, f3, d3, black's clearly better.
Yeah. We. Okay, but then things
Yeah,
went wrong.
D3 seems.
went
I was worried about my position, but then he played a5 bad move.
Because
and then
bishop c7.
Yeah, and then bishop c7 he missed. I just spoke with Raouf. Yeah, he missed bishop c7, and then he also missed. I can attack d4 pawn. I mean, even that position, black should be okay. But I mean, he clearly made many mistakes.
No, but once you attacked the d4 pawn, we thought you were definitely gonna.
Yeah, but he just blundered. He just blundered. I mean, because rook a8, bishop b6, bishop g7, rook d1, he could play d3 move, which I was trying to calculate.
This was when? Hang on. Well, let me just go after bishop c7. You're talking about a few moves later?
Yeah, rook d1. No. Before his mistake. Before his mistake. Don't play b4.
Don't play b4.
Oh yeah, b4.
Rook
Yeah,
d1.
we thought b4 might be a mistake. We're thinking d3 and cd and bishop b2 here, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
D3.
I don't think we were too worried about that, were we, though? Well, I wasn't. But, we can't do it on this board, can we? Or can we?
Yeah, we can.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, I definitely thought, like, I mean, after this,
BC here.
I didn't like my position.
Yeah, BC. And
I thought there was
this
some
is
way
what
to
I was
win something. Oh, I see. You can't win the b pawn. Was there something right there? No.
yeah, I thought this might be
Yeah, but
strong.
the problem I'm not losing, I guess, because I can play rook b1.
And then c3.
But maybe I'm losing. I'm not sure. Yeah, probably it's bad, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
this looks
you know what?
okay.
I need to do probably. Okay, I got it. What I should do. I should do something like. Yeah, I don't know. No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think I was in trouble still.
Yeah, certainly. It's very, very difficult to stop that.
You know, I
sequence.
can probably do, Kyron, I can probably do like a DC, BC,
Knight d6?
or rook d5. I'm not sure.
Knight d6, bishop e6, I assume, but
Rook
rook
d5.
d5.
I'm wondering,
D5
like,
is interesting.
Kyron, what's the end game? It's a bishop e4, fe, c3, rook a5.
Right.
If you take on e4, fe, c3, rook a5, bishop a5, c2, bishop d2.
Yeah, no, that's a draw. That's
yeah, then
sure.
wrong color.
What about
Right.
this way?
This way, I can probably take on a5 now.
Well, so sorry. What about instead of that? What about bishop
Bishop d4 check or something? Doesn't mean anything.
Bishop f4, whatever. I just move my king.
Yeah, and we're
But
really.
maybe instead bishop b4, then rook c8.
Oh, you're saying
Uh,
go back a move.
You mean now? After
Yeah,
c5?
like bishop b4, rook c8, or can you stop the pawn? Well,
yes.
oh yeah, you can rook c5.
Yeah, no, this is okay. I'm not gonna lose this. No, this is fine.
No, rook c5, bishop d4 check.
Bishop
Wait,
d4
how do you?
check.
No, I'm not playing rook c5. I probably will. Okay, so let's say I'm playing something like rook d2. Oh no, rook d2. Yeah, rook d2. Sure, rook d2.
Okay, yeah, you're just
Sorry,
gonna blockade on
sorry,
c2. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I guess c. Yeah, you can't even get the. I guess c3 a4 is probably the best try.
Yeah, you just gotta play like that.
Bishop. Actually, yeah, you're right. Maybe this is bad, huh? And then bishop a5.
Well, can you just play rook over? You can't take that, can you? Or can you?
Why not? Because I'm gonna exchange.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm telling you guys. I mean, he just blundered. I got really lucky.
Right. I think he had some chances there for sure.
And if bishop e4. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So.
Yeah. Luckily for me, he also got very tired because he's playing like in the morning there.
Oh,
yes,
maybe yeah.
Oh, he did. He played a regular game in the morning.
No. I mean, he's in Europe. He's in Azerbaijan, which means like he's like 12 hours away from here.
I see. Do you know him?
Well, I think he might be fresh, but maybe it's too early in the morning.
Yeah, I know him very well. We're good friends. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. And wait, can we?
Him after all.
Your Izoria game was fantastic. That was a really interesting game.
Izoria just pushed because the team was losing. He wanted to win.
Yes.
Right.
That's the problem of team events because he could draw any time. I was worse the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was worse. I think I found two important moves: F4 by trying to undouble my pawns, complicate things around, and also I found move D4.
Right. Keaton commented on d4. He said it was a very nice shot to.
After d4, Kyron, I knew I'm not going to lose for sure because after d4, when I found this d4, and then when I found this idea of playing a4 followed by bishop b3, and my bishop guards all my pawns, all I have to do is to get mated. That's it.
Right. And you have rook e6 guarding the rest of them.
Yeah. No, I knew this one is fine. But before, I was worried about before. Before, I think I was in trouble for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like he didn't play well. But he took too much time. I mean, I think I was down on time at some point, but then he took too much time, and that's not acceptable. In this game, you always need to sort of, leave some time for yourself. I remember when I lost my very first game against Mikhailevsky, when I was clearly probably better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. So I figured out for myself formula, I always need to be on top of time. So, I can't be playing time scramble because I'll be playing terrible.
Right, definitely. It's very important to give yourself some time to play out the rest of the positions especially when they're still unclear.
Yeah, but one thing I have to tell you, the team amazing. Come on. I mean, the whole team was amazing. Everyone makes so much effort. I mean, look at them. Michael, look at Josh, his amazing game against Izoria. Look at even the game of Craig Hilby against. Last round, who he drew?
Yeah, he drew Izoria.
I mean, it's an unbelievable event. We've been very underrated for this match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and too much smack.
Yeah, we were kind of thinking that our team was underrated on paper, but had been performing so well in the past weeks and continue to do so this week that.
No, they have a good team. They just the last two boards they were absolutely a disaster for them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
For some reason, only Aleskerov played the last round with this wing gambit a3. Okay, and against me he played as terrible.
Mm-hmm.
He blitz out all his moves until he got losing position, and then he started to think,
Right.
That's too late. And
yeah,
Kostya is very passive. You can't.
Yeah, Kostya
have a player-
didn't have his best
No,
day
you
today.
can't.
Kostya had a lot of bad games, didn't he? It seemed to me.
No. You can't have a player like this because for team events you must have someone with energy and who push. You know, you better have a Josh who is like winning and losing, but these guys are, you know, I mean, they bring some excitement, they bring some adrenaline, you know. But when you have someone who is going to be simply like sitting like behind and just trying to survive, I mean, that guy will always lose.
Yeah, and it showed in this match.
Yeah, I mean, well, against me, he didn't make any single like active move. He just lost.
I can't remember that game. What happened in that game? What was that
King's
opening?
Indian defense. King's Indian defense. KID with G3.
Oh, that was the one where John, you said black should probably be okay. It was the black. It was the King's Indian where black moved knight a5.
Yeah. I mean, no.
Is that not it?
When he missed the a7 pawn,
He just gave you the A7
He just grabbed a
pawn.
free
That's right.
pawn.
Yeah.
And John seemed to think that he might have had some compensation if he pushed like a quicker f5 or g5. And
I didn't say it. I think I just need to be careful, make sure he doesn't make me. But if I play correctly, I think. I mean, it was hard for me to see 91 93 move, Kyron. But when I saw this 91 93, I knew I'm winning.
Oh yeah. The 93 move was I think his 95 is just a losing blunder. Yeah,
just one move blunder. Just queen d4 check. You just give me the important pawn. Thank you very much. Like, why not? It's a good breakfast, you know.
Yeah, free pawns, delicious.
Anyway, most important team is won. I mean, I'm glad we did it, and obviously everyone made some mistakes, but some made good moves, bad moves. You know, it's like John. I remember like a long quote by long time ago. Ben Larson said, in order for you to win the game, sometimes you have to make bad moves or good moves, you know. So you can't really play good, interesting games by making only good moves.
Nah,
so
that was Larson. Yep. He didn't mind bad moves at all. He was the ultimate competitor.
Yeah. So it's okay. So it's like it's also remind me. My game against Izuria also remind me another quote by Ben Larson, who said, sometimes when you play against isolated pawn, no need to blockade the pawn. You need to win the pawn.
That's really true of modern opening theory. There's almost no lines where just blockading is sufficient.
I played those positions a bunch of times on my private accounts, and I actually drew in real games, sort of a similar game against Peterstein. And also have seen like many games by Kramnik how he played those positions. So I mean, they worse, but I mean, maybe I didn't play correctly. At some point, I thought I'm actually in trouble. When he found this knight g3 and h5 when it got open, I got scared, honestly. But then I think he didn't play correctly. I mean, I don't know. But in general, those positions are, passive, but it's okay to play.
Right.
You must be like Koryakin, Koryakin style.
just sit back and know you're okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for calling. I mean, it was a great pleasure to talk to you. I hope we will have a good match in our next future, and we will qualify for a playoff and kick some butts, It
really looks like the playoffs are looking extremely likely at this point, aren't they? I mean, it's how many rounds are there? There's 10 rounds total, but how many? I
have no clue. Ask. We have a great manager who knows everything.
I think there's only 6 rounds or something. So if you get 4 points, I think you're pretty much already in, because half the teams get in.
We're certainly already in.
So it's more a matter of the seed in the. Are we going to be the top seed or the second seed or? That does help. There's some real advantages to have finished at the very top. So. But this is just an amazing story. In the entire league, I think there are only 6 perfect scores going in, and we'll probably be one of one or two probably that have perfect scores.
Yeah, definitely.
And tons of game points too. The game points help in some tiebreaker situations.
Sure.
Anyway.
Right.
Well, congratulations. Anyway, you've played fantastically in every match. So
it's not a responsibility. I was trying to make sure with absence of Dreyev, I'll take care of the first board. I mean,
Yeah, you really took care of
You
business
sure
there.
did that.
Yeah, I actually prepared like for a couple hours for this match. I prepared, but honestly, from all my preparation, only like one line worked out against the Kostya. Other lines I haven't played at all. So I played this something.
Hey, it was fantastic though. It went great.
Yeah.
You didn't make any major mistakes at all, did you? I mean, you didn't have any mega. I think everybody in this tournament had at least one blunder, and you didn't. With this time control, you didn't. Do
I
any.
only blunder when I have less than 2 minutes. I'm getting panic. I was almost blunder against. I almost won against Izoria. When he made this check from GA, I'm like, oh my gosh, am I getting made it? If I play King H5, King F4, like I'm toasted. For some reason, like for a second, I clearly like missed like H7 square. Yeah. But then I saw H7 square. It's like saving square for myself.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. When I saw King H7, I saw my one check, King G, like Rook G7, check King H8, but then what? Then nothing.
He was probably just hoping you play King H5 really quickly and get mated, right? With King F4.
Was it? I wasn't even sure it was mate there, but yeah, it's definitely much scarier.
But I mean, it was funny because he probably did that intentionally. I mean, they're losing the match anyway.
I told San Jose, be aware because huge storm is coming from LA. But they didn't listen. I mean, it's okay. We're all friends, but it was a good match, good relief. Now I'm going to have some relaxation, good sleep. Now I can sleep because yesterday I couldn't sleep, John.
Really?
I was thinking about this match, seriously.
Wow. Well, that's dedication for you. That's real dedication for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah, the whole today, I had like a bunch of lessons, but the whole time I was thinking about this match. In between my lessons, I was preparing to the game. It was too much,
Give me 1 second, folks. I've got to do something here. You guys keep talking. Give me a second.
Yeah, it was too much pressure,
Yeah, I love that people are taking like this so seriously. It's awesome to be at the top of the league, and I think it's doing wonders for chess as a sport.
Well, you gotta be serious, right? No matter what you do, if you do something, you gotta be serious. Otherwise, why are you doing this?
Right, of course.
It's like I always teach my students to ask themselves and answer for 3 important questions. Why are you doing this? What do you want from this? And how to get what you want,
Mm-hmm.
If you have those answers, I mean, you should be okay. So, yeah, I mean, I have to do it. I mean, I like what I'm doing, so it's cool. Okie dokie. I'm tired, Kyron, so I need to get back to Facebook to talk to my friends a little bit, and then time to sleep.
Yeah, don't forget to talk some smack, too, while you're at it.
Sure, I will. I had to talk to smack with San Jose.
Awesome. All right. It was great having you on, and thanks for sharing your thoughts with us.
The funniest part, Kyron, if they lose next match, they would not qualify for playoff.
Oh, wow. Because they'd be at would they be at? 2 and 3?
Yeah, I mean, they might not qualify. And
certainly.
You understand, this team was actually built not just to qualify for playoff. This team was built to win the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they might have to fly in Mamedyarov back.
Yeah, 3 and 3 might not. It would depend on the tiebreak.
They need to have a manager like Donald Trump to say, "You fire everyone, fire."
Yeah, that would get him a lot of points.
Yeah.
We all know what happened to Donald Trump's businesses. He might have gotten rich, but the businesses didn't. So I don't think you want him as a coach.
Oh, he will fire them off, all of them.
All right,
thanks, Melik.
Thanks so much, Melik. I think,
take care.
Kyron, I got to take off actually because things are happening. Real life is intervening here.
Okay, no worries.
Absolutely.
So,
hey, have a nice time at Super Bowl.
That's right. Okay, who are you rooting for?
I mean, for a long time, Patriots. So.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't really understand this game in full. Honestly, I'm only watching like once a year Super Bowl, but I just love Tom Brady. That's it. I'm very amateur in the football.
Well, that's like me. That's like me and a soccer football. I'm trying to follow the Premier. I'm trying to follow the Premier League, and I really have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm having fun with it anyway.
Asking for soccer, I'll tell you like everything. But American football, for some reason, doesn't get me. Basketball, sure, but not football.
Oh, basketball's the best. Yeah. There, now we're talking. And no concussions either. Well, very few concussions. Anyway, I mean, football
You're
might be
Talk
dying.
to you soon. I gotta run.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Bye, folks.
Bye, Melik.
Me too, Kyron.
Bye.
Actually, I'm gonna take off
All right.
too. So let's close
Yeah.
up this broadcast. The San Diego Surfers won with 2.5 right, so their overall score was something like 10.5. 10 and a
We had
half,
8 going in
5.5.
the last. We had
What's
8 going into the last round, and we went 2-2. So it was 10 to.
went 2-2. So it was
10 to 6.
10-6. Okay,
All right,
there we go.
folks. I gotta run. Thank you for your time, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye, Melik.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, that's right, because we lost the Josh game. I forgot about that.
Right. So 10 to 6 final score. San Diego Surfers moved to 4-0, and the San Jose Hackers moved down to 2-2. And
I think that pretty much clinches his playoff spot, actually. So that's
almost certainly. So I think you'll almost certainly see the Surfers in the playoffs.
Okay, folks. So keep tuning in. You're hanging on with some winners here. So not Kyron and I, but the team anyway, right?
Yeah, definitely not us.
All righty. Okay. Bye, Kyron.
All
Bye,
right.
everybody
Bye.
out there
Bye,
in
John.
the world. Okay. Bye.